welcome to the show, everybody. I am Corey Pratt.
I'm Chris Ruck.
This is Craving Cars Live.
There you go.
Hi.
Well, hello.
Welcome back, Chris.
It's been a while.
It's been a couple weeks. We took last week off, and really, we took
Well,
last week
I
off
took
because
off last week. You worked last week.
I did work, but
Yeah.
the very next day after that, we were still out of town as well. So I mean,
Well, yeah, but you worked hard because you produced 2 videos in the last 2 days.
yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
hey, I rock.
Ruck.
Well, welcome everybody.
It's called Ruck.
Hey, thanks
There
for
you
everybody joining us tonight. Appreciate you. Absolutely. And feel free, fill in what you want in the comments over there somewhere. Where they're not really down below on the line. They're kind of
Yeah.
off to the side, aren't they?
Yeah, kind of.
Comments
I
off to the
can't
side.
monitor
If
it.
you're watching this after
Yeah.
it's live, then put the comments down below. There you go.
Yep.
It's all there. We got a really fun-filled show for you tonight. We got a special guest that we'll talk about here in a minute.
Yeah, but we got to go through the past events and the next events, and then
Well, we
bring
got
in
some- we got
our
some events.
amazing friend. That
Absolutely.
you know what?
You know what, that-
Yeah. That's all it takes.
Come on, amazing. Come on, calm
Yeah,
down.
there you go.
Calm down,
Okay,
will you?
I know.
I know, right?
He's excited already. I can tell.
I will say first things first, though. We
Right.
do need to kind of go over the ones who help make this show possible. I want to talk about our sponsors. We Are Warriors, which I'm
Big.
wearing right now. Overcome, everybody.
Look at that.
We Are Warriors. They were
Yeah.
got to see Jason this last weekend. So and,
Yep.
You didn't. We'll talk about that.
Yep.
Jerk.
The video looked amazing, by the
well,
way,
you
but
know.
that's okay.
Because you weren't there. That's why.
I know.
All right. We Are Warriors. Thank you very much, Jason. RICHLINE Motorsports. Also, thank you for RICHLINE.
Kids in Cars,
Kids in
Mod
Car-
Squad.
Mod Squad, Timely Delivery Service. And
Tim.
I think that's, thanks, Tim.
You know what? Tim is kind of our silent partner. I mean, he doesn't say much. He doesn't chime in. He just supports us, which
He
is
does,
great.
and we love it.
Yeah.
And we love it.
Yeah.
He's got the most awesomest of Chiefs trucks out there.
Yeah.
His displays are amazing when he goes
Yeah.
to shows and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. I don't think, but we're always
we're
looking
growing.
for more. We're always looking for more
So,
sponsors.
that's
of course.
right. That's
Best way to find any information, or would you like to be a sponsor?
CravingCarsLive.com.
Bingo, baby.
There you
That's
go.
where it's at.
That's right.
I want to feel like we're missing something though. I don't know. It's not.
Well, there's that guy.
It's not coming to me. I don't know.
We'll get to
Whatever
that.
it is,
Let's bypass
whatever it is, I'll
Let's
overcome
bypass
it.
There you
I'll
go.
overcome it. We'll do something here,
There you go.
and we'll figure it out. But other than that, we got some events to talk to. Do we need to bring anybody else in before we do all that?
No.
Yeah, dang right, no.
No.
You got it.
That's right.
All right. What do we got? So we have past events. Actually, you know what? How about you? Once again,
No,
happy 30th. You went on a nice little trip.
Yes, I did.
How was your trip?
Yep. Me and my wife had an amazing time.
Yeah,
You know what?
almost
We were
crashed it.
looking, honestly, we
Yeah.
were looking like 6 months ago to buy a slingshot. So we decided to rent one.
Is that because you wanted to like shoot some marbles at people?
Yeah, well, kind of. But we did the
Like a
slingshot.
Dennis the Menace. You wanted Dennis the Menace people like bam.
You know what surprised me?
Oh, you're talking about the vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
oh,
what
okay.
surprised me?
Yeah. What's up?
The wife wanted to drive it.
Well, that's because she was worried if you drove it, the engine would probably break.
Yeah, but that's another story.
I mean, that's just what it is. That's,
Probably.
That's how you
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
You're like,
But no,
I have a
serious-
broken engine this month. I better go ahead and.
Okay, quit laying everything on me. Seriously, on a serious note, I was surprised she wanted to drive the vehicle. Because normally she'll just sit back and just say, hey, you drive, let's ride. She wanted to drive it. And she did half the time. She drove it.
That's cool. How about this? Did she like it? Because I think I know why she
Loved it.
Okay, so she really
Loved
wanted
it.
to test it out for herself.
Yep.
So she's a little bit more of a car person than she puts on, probably. If she didn't give a crap about cars, she would have been like, I don't want to.
Okay. Is it because she's a car person or is it because it costs money? Let me test drive it.
Partially, maybe that or the other thing, but I think maybe at least 50% of it is she didn't want you to drive because you suck.
Well, I started driving, but then
And
she wanted to try to feel.
She got tired of it real quick,
Because she
didn't
knew,
she?
I think she knew we were seriously looking at buying. She wanted to drive it. And once she drove it,
All right,
Yeah,
so
it was
apparently
great.
we need to do a we need to go out and shoot some slingshot videos.
There you go.
And matter of fact, there is a company. I will reach out to them. We'll see what happens if anybody knows that they actually rent them. So
Yeah.
maybe we
Yeah,
can,
that's
maybe
what we did.
We can do a little
Right.
thing. We can do a
Yep.
little test. Maybe they'll give us a day with it, so we can kind of promote them a little bit. We'll see. So we got to see what this slingshot of yours adventure
liked it.
was
I liked
really
it.
like.
Yeah.
What'd you like most about it?
You know, we took out the S version, so it's not the high performance version, but it was just the basics,
I'm
right?
falling asleep already.
Exactly.
Not even a high performance version. What the hell's wrong
No.
with you? What's wrong with you,
They didn't
man?
have any. What do you want me
Come
to tell you?
on. Oh, okay. So
Okay, here's my wife's description
hold
on
hold
what we check
Do
out.
you know what engine was in yours?
No.
Okay. Do you know how much
What-
horsepower it had? Do
No.
you know what the weight of it is?
No.
Do you know how many wheels were on it?
3.
Oh, thank God he knows
There you go.
something about this car.
My wife was like, you know what? I just want to test drive it.
Okay, yeah. Well, sometimes that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Joking
Yeah.
aside. But she liked it?
Fill out. She did.
Did she
I
drive it-
liked it.
did she drive it most
I
of the
liked
time?
it. To be honest, first time I drove one,
Yeah.
it
I've
worked
never-
out well.
I've never driven one, so there you go.
Really?
But there's a guy that's in the Kansas City area. You know, he's got one. And
RJ.
Guess what he did?
RJ.
No, hold on. Guess what he did?
RJ.
Guess what he did?
What?
There was a conversion kit to make it 4 wheels.
You know what? I I thought this because
he
I
did the
thought,
conversion kit. He had 2 wheels in the
Yep.
back. They were extra
Yep.
fat, and he
Yep.
had an upgraded engine.
and it's a 12 grand upgrade to do that because I looked at it because honestly,
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it looked cool.
Yep.
It does look cool. Doesn't do anything for performance. It just looks.
No. It
Yeah.
does. It makes it look pretty exotic, but I believe it's
Yeah.
the same rear end as a Camaro.
It is. I mean, all you're doing is switching out the one-wheel drive to dual
Yeah,
wheel.
right.
I mean,
But
that's
I don't
pretty
know. I
much
don't
it.
remember the engine. He said, but there was an upgrade, I think, on the engine side of it. But at the same time,
Yeah. What can't you
come on.
upgrade?
How about this? Did it
Our
stick?
guests will tell you about what you can upgrade.
Did it stick pretty good? Did it, like when you go to turn
You
it?
know what? We rode
well?
up the hills, right? We were in Branson. We went up the hills, down the hills, around Lake.
That's good. If you go up,
Yeah.
typically you got to go down.
Oh,
Very
that's,
good.
that's what they say.
Laws of physics.
Yeah.
Isaac Newton's.
But it did.
Theory of-
It rode great.
Okay.
It does handle like a cart. Obviously, with
Pretty small, pretty lightweight.
yeah, well, with the wife, you can't really test it, right?
Sure you can.
Well,
She just has to be high as a kite.
right.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You can, but you're going to get yelled at probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
No,
you're
but did-
pushing the
Did
the
she-
limits,
But did
right?
she kind of push a little bit? You got to.
You know what? She
Usually when they drive, it's like, push it. I'm okay with it.
I was
then
actually
they have more fun with it.
surprised that how much she, not that she was pushing it,
Yeah?
but she didn't make it tame. She drove it,
Oh, so she's
Right.
She's okay.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
okay. Well,
She
like,
did
you
okay.
know, well, you know, we have a Golf GTI, right?
right?
And when I let her drive, and I just said, just go. Oh,
Yeah.
My wife,
Yeah.
she steps
I
on
don't
it.
know. You know,
She
our guest
slams
is
it.
going to tell us about this.
Nah,
but-
I don't know what you're talking about.
well, they're going to tell you.
Ain't got tells nothing.
There you
about
go.
this.
There you go.
Ain't got tells anything about this. Come on now.
Yeah.
What does he know about a sling shit? Come on.
But that was my 30th.
Okay.
It was a
No,
great time.
that's
I'm
fantastic.
telling you
I'm
right
so glad-
now.
I'm so glad you got to go out of town and actually do something.
You know what? We stayed at the Clarion, which is right on the strip, which gave us access to just not drive,
I
but
looked that up. I
walk.
looked the Clarion up. I looked that up.
Walk.
Turn-
It went under new management, new ownership.
Oh, that's good because the reviews I got, there were 1 and 2 stars. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
You know what? We had an amazing time.
No, that's good.
We paid big money when we went down to Florida for a 4-star hotel.
Yeah.
This was better.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was great. I would suggest everybody
Very
look at the
nice.
Clarion for sure.
So stay at the Clarion, rent a slingshot. You're
It's
gonna have a good
walking
time.
distance for everything. I mean, it's right
Oh,
there.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually kind
Yeah,
of a
all the
bonus.
biggest shows,
Because
everything
you don't
is
want to
right
really
there.
you want to
Yeah.
have fun driving a slingshot. You don't
You
want
know
to
what
be
we
seen
found
driving
out?
it.
We went there and we're like, why is it so dead? There's nobody here.
That's because it's hot out.
Nothing
wrong
is
with you?
open. Normally, you ride down the main strip, you'll see Ferris wheels, you'll see roller coasters, all that stuff running.
Oh yeah.
None of that was even running.
Wow.
What we found out was because it's the week before Labor Day, they're dead. So I tell you this:
Yeah.
if you want to do a family thing, go the week before Labor Day.
Before a holiday, right?
Any
Yeah, go
holiday.
before a holiday,
Yeah,
right.
because
Yeah.
I asked the lady that was serving us breakfast, I'm like, why is it so dead?
I look at it like this. You went, it was still boiling out, it was hot, it was humid. Who would go out of town during a time like this?
yeah.
You want to know what I did? I went out of town.
There you go. There you go.
There it
You know
was.
what? Hey, I don't want to have us do this all night. Let's bring him in.
You know what?
Want to do it?
You know what? We're tired of hearing what you had to do anyway, so we're
I
all
know.
good.
Yeah, it kind of sucks anyway.
I want to bring in. No, not me. We. Okay. Want to bring in our guests. He is a fantastic guy. He is actually a true car guy, and you can really tell that by the shirt he's wearing.
Shit.
Son of a
Bitch.
wearing a shirt like that in a show like this.
There you go.
What's wrong with you, man? But
The one, the
but
only.
anyways, we're gonna find out what he does for a living,
uncorked.
and what he does for a hobby, and what he drives. And we're gonna get into all that. And
Right now.
we got Dave. And Dave, you know what? I want you to do me a favor real quick. Dave, pronounce your last name.
Doan. One syllable.
That's what I thought.
Down.
We talked about this, but I want to make sure everybody else knows it. When they see your name,
Down.
they don't think I just mispronounced your name. Welcome
Thank you.
to Craving Cars Live.
Yeah, thank you.
It's good to have you on. And guys, if you haven't realized already, he's the Throttle House fan, so get the hell out.
Right.
Actually, we all,
You know what? Throttle House made me buy my car.
We all love Throttle House. And,
I do.
And
I
so
do.
to Thomas and James, good old TJ, T and J.
They're the most entertaining.
T and J, they are. I would hope to be.
I wouldn't say the most.
I mean, present
They're
company.
okay.
Outside of Craving Cars, obviously they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Since
There you go.
since the guys from Top Gear don't do anything anymore when it comes to that. So otherwise, I would
Yep.
put them as number one, Throttle House as number two. Ultimately, not including obviously, I gotta take myself out of the race because that's just how it rolls. That's how we roll.
You don't want to sound egotistical on a podcast.
Really?
no,
Not Corey.
No,
No,
never,
not
never,
Corey.
never. But we do want to thank Dave real quick. Thank you so much. And the joking side of everything is uncorked wine and spirits. Thank you very much.
Yes.
He is obviously one of our sponsors here of the show. It is a fabulous place. Why don't you tell people where it's at?
Yeah, it's in Overland Park at 69 Highway and College Boulevard, and it's run by these two guys who are just experts in everything liquor. And if you go in and you tell them what you drive and your favorite color, they'll pick out your favorite wine.
Wow. Wait. How did that all
You
add
threw you
together?
off, didn't it?
Right,
didn't
it did.
It didn't. That's
It's like,
because
wait a minute. You went
it's
with
not- it's
two
not hard.
directions, and that's what it was.
That's right.
There you go.
I will vouch for that. I have visited the location. We have had fun. As a matter of fact, we've got some more things coming up for Uncork, some video action. I think we're going to do some stuff there.
Yep.
And I know Dave's going like, what?
Well, what?
What are you talking about?
Well, Dave
you-
said I
did
can
you
take
run
the
this over with
RS7
me?
out and just rip it. He didn't care.
Well, yeah. Well, that's obvious.
Well, yeah, that's a done deal. Yeah.
Anyways, we love the place. It is amazing. Hopefully, we got a lot of cool future stuff coming from Uncorked.
Absolutely.
So, Dave, thank you. And really welcome aboard
I'm-
the Craving
I'm-
Cars train.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to hang
Yeah,
out with you
thank
two.
you. Thank you very much for sponsoring. I mean,
appreciate you wearing a Craving Cars
sponsorship's
shirt.
great,
Oh, wait,
but
never mind.
we even met
did.
you before sponsorship,
Yeah,
right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the car community in Kansas City is
We
a
went
giant.
back to the World War One, but now called Liberty, whatever they're doing at that memorial. That's where we actually hooked up with when you were doing another show. But
Back in the Driven Radio Show days.
yep.
That's a good podcast. You guys check them out. They're still alive. I'm not with them anymore, but Driven Radio Show
Yeah.
podcast is a pretty good little podcast too.
So you bought. So let's dive into the. Let's rewind.
And I think we met each other even before that because
Audi Group.
the Audi
for sure.
Group and
Yeah.
Mod Squad, because
Here we
I
go.
think the first
Yeah.
time that I went to a car show with my new car, which we're getting into in a second,
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
was down at the, I can't remember what they called it, but they're not doing it anymore. It was down right down here. And
Under the
The
bridge.
West
under-
Bottoms?
Yeah, it wasn't West Bottom. It wasn't under the bridge. It was the other one. And I'm sitting here, all of a sudden my brain stops
Yeah.
working. I can't think of it. But
Brain fart.
but,
Crossroad Cars probably.
Crossroad Cars.
Oh
That's what
yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Yep.
You know what? And that was our good friend Henry, and
Yep.
he did an amazing job. And I wish we could recreate that, but
Yeah.
doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
Right.
So
It's
Of
always
course,
possible. When
Crossroads
when
Cars,
people learn
yeah.
about the annual Craving Cars event, you never know. It could spawn off some little,
You never
little
know.
things.
You never know.
People are probably wondering right now, like, what's he talking about? As he drinks his apple juice.
there you go.
There you go.
But uncorked.
Anyways.
Uncorked apple juice.
Uncorked.
Uncorked apple juice.
there you go.
You say
There you
that,
go.
and I guarantee there's something in there that has apple juice.
well,
and
okay,
liquor in
well,
it,
let's-
too.
I tell you what, I want to get a little bit more into to his,
Let's
to
rewind.
his uncorked. But
Rewind.
really, what I want to get into is Dave.
Yes.
You're a car guy.
I am
I
a
don't
car
think
guy.
you'd be wearing a Throttle House T-shirt if you knew
right.
if you didn't like cars,
Right.
because no one watches.
I
Throttle
don't
House
have a
that-
Throttle House T-shirt.
And you're a
That's
car
how
guy.
cool he is.
That's how much of a car guy
Right.
Dave is, because
Right.
he actually
Right.
has.
Let's educate.
Here's the thing. Now, Dave,
There you go.
I was able to spend $15, so
what we always
chose this.
Is that what it
as
was?
my I was allowed.
It turns out.
Okay, I got $5.
last
Let me
year-
buy a T-shirt.
Turns out last year Uncorked drew a $20 profit. Bam, T-shirt.
That's right. That's right. This is
That's
the
right.
entire profit.
Spend what you got. There you go.
And a bag of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Dave,
Yes.
you have a really cool car now. I really like your car now, and we'll get into that car. But I want to know history. We want to always talk about the cars when it comes to the guests.
All right. So
Once in a land.
my uncle, great guy, but he's the kind of guy that would find things that fall off of trucks, and not always know exactly where things come from. He always had lots of cars when I
Okay.
was growing up. And when I went to get my first car, he promised me $500, I'll give you a Mustang. And I said, oh, sweet. So I give him $500. I get this Mustang. I drive it home. And my mom, her brother is my uncle, and she says that car is a piece of junk. I was like, yeah, but it's a Mustang. It's my first car. She goes, no, he's giving you something better.
Mustang what?
What kind of year was it?
Call
What
it.
are we talking about here?
I had it for so little. It was their hatchback versions. The rounded back.
Do you know the yearage?
No, I don't even, because
So hatchback, I'm going to assume it was like a
It's
short
probably
car,
like
like the
a-
Fox body versions
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
back in the day, like a
80s.
it looked like a Pinto.
Oh,
80s.
It was a Mustang.
Yeah, yeah.
I guarantee it was a
Mustang
Mustang
2.
2.
Yep.
Okay.
There you
All
go.
right.
So that's going
Yep.
to be a late 70s kind of ordeal, probably.
I had it for maybe 30 minutes, and my
Okay.
mother made me take it back. And then what he gave me was a mint condition 1979 fastback Mustang. And that was my very first car, and that got me to love cars. I loved the sound of that car. I loved driving that car. I loved being that guy in high school where, that guy drives a Mustang, that kind of thing. And had it for a couple years, and somebody ran a stop sign, T-boned me, and I lost the car. Yeah,
No, there you go.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
that happens to the best of us.
It really does. Yeah.
Did he?
No, then he took off. Yeah.
No, he left.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
left
so
you.
he T-boned you, but his vehicle still ran enough that he left.
Yep. And mine did not at all.
That sucks.
Yes.
Oh my! I was gonna make a joke that I can't even make a joke.
Right.
About
I know. Right. It's
that. I'm
awful.
not gonna do that. That's terrible.
I had a Toyota Corolla after that.
Hey, what year?
Corolla. What?
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was.
okay.
It was like, I want to say it was an '89, if I remember correctly.
Wait,
I-
base Corolla or like
No,
Performance.
it was like performance Corolla. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 5-speed and
I had a 5-speed. I had an '86 Corolla 5-speed
nice.
with a whopping 1 point whatever liter.
Yeah.
I think it was a 1.6.
That's my second car ever.
Yeah.
86 Toyota
Yeah.
Corolla.
This was my
Yeah.
second car also.
my,
Yeah.
my first one was a Toyota Tercel 81, which is worse by a lot.
Yeah, there
Anyways,
you
go
go.
ahead. Okay, yeah.
No,
yeah.
no, I got so many tickets in that thing. The
Beautiful.
state sent me a letter saying they would take my license away if I got another one.
Ah,
so
see a true car guy
Yeah,
right here in the making.
Right.
Here.
Who cares?
yeah,
Who cares?
Just- yeah,
I've heard lots about license. Go ahead.
and I've had lots of cars, trucks and SUVs and everything. And I bought a convertible Mustang, a 1998 convertible Mustang in red.
Okay.
Bought it for $3,000. I drove it literally until the axles broke. Like just.
Did you at least get a
Yeah,
V8 version?
No,
You
it
had a-
was
you had
the
a V6.
V6. It had no power.
Look at him. Does he? Did he go for the motor?
Okay,
No.
Hold on. Did you notice
No.
I said very convincing? Did you even get a V8?
That's right.
That's right.
No. Well, that would have been.
That's
I think
right.
that would have been the 4.6 liter V8s that they put in that time. Which you know
Well,
what? For a V8,
yeah.
they weren't very fast either.
Well,
Yeah, no.
I only say that because my 4-cylinder Nissan was actually faster.
Yeah, I'm sure that it was actually. After driving them, I'm sure that it was.
Okay, but you had a V6. You had a convertible though.
And it was convertible. Loved it. In Kansas City, it's great because you get to put the top down maybe 1 to 2 weeks a year. Because
I
it's
was about to say
either
1 to 2 days a year. But
Yeah, it's either too hot or too
It's
cold.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when it broke down and I was putting more money in it than a car payment would be, because that's what you do when you don't want to spend money.
What else you gonna do?
What else you gonna do with money?
Right.
What else you do? You
almost
gotta
never know.
spend it.
Once you start
It's
dumping
like,
the money, you're
okay,
like, it's only $300. $1,700 later.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
That 300 turns into $3,000. Well, let's just keep going.
Chris, do you know about repairing cars that break down?
You think? Yeah.
Chris-
I guarantee you I know about that.
Okay, Chris, the engine blower Ruck, understands
Right.
what you're referring to.
Wait a minute, because I got to stop that conversation because it's not my fault. It's the cars.
So he's gone
That's
from.
it.
You're the one driving it. That's all I was going to say.
He has gone from like explaining it to now just calling you engine blower. If he
Right.
cuts it down
Right.
anymore, you're going to have to put the not safe for work on the YouTube channel.
Actually, I'm going to have to say it so long that I'm going to have to abbreviate and just call him EB.
yeah, exactly.
Is that what it is?
He's like a
It's
robot.
Just,
Yeah.
well, that
EB.
could be.
Come here, EB.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
So my wife said, this car's dangerous. I don't like riding it. I need
Which
you
car
to
is
go.
that?
The
Which
Mustang.
one?
I'm
The
sorry,
Mustang,
the
yeah.
Mustang.
Okay.
I apologize.
All right.
So she
Don't
goes,
worry,
go
I'm
get.
following you.
Oh, thank you very much. She said, go get a big boy car. I want you to go get something that
So-
runs, that you make a payment on, that has a warranty.
So like a
and-
Camaro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. A big boy car with a warranty.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
It
Well,
doesn't
it does,
exist.
it does exist. According to Chris, it's called a Malibu.
That's not it.
Yeah,
That's not it.
And when she says big boy car, she doesn't mean a big boy car.
No.
She means
Yeah.
an adult car.
Yeah.
Probably
She's-
something with 4 doors.
It has to have 4 doors.
There
And
goes the
so I went and I'm going to drag this story out forever. I hope you don't mind.
But we got till.
Oh, we got plenty of
We
time.
got till
You
midnight.
3.5 minutes.
You know what the good thing about our show? We don't give a fuck.
Oh, good.
Run as long as you want.
As long as it
That's
wants.
how we run it.
Well, I went and looked at Ford Fusions. I always thought those looked really nice. And I got in one.
Very good, well designed. I mean, they do have a good
Oh,
look. to
here we
Yeah,
go.
they do.
Here we go.
They do. They're nice looking cars. But
I know we had this conversation last week when I bought the Malibu. He gave me shit.
It's a possibility over
There
a
you go.
Malibu.
There you go. All right, talk about the Fusion. What's
yeah,
up?
so I went. I took it out of the parking lot of the sales lot, and I drove it right back in. And I said, "Do you have one with an engine? Because this one doesn't really have one."
Was it one of those engines that you floor it and just a lot of noise, but doesn't go anywhere?
That's exactly what it
That's
was.
it.
Do
That's
you
it.
have one
That's
with
it.
an engine.
Yeah. Right.
So he.
What
That's
year
crazy.
was this?
Oh,
Do you know?
this was a 2015, so it was a brand new 2015. So they were like, "You want the titanium version, right? With the mild hybrid and all this."
You
good
know,
stuff.
for a short period of time, I don't know what years exactly, but it's probably around that time. They made one that was a sport
oh,
that had a EcoBoost V6 in it.
oh, this
No.
was not that.
No,
No.
they made a particular version, kind of like you can call it like that show, like a Taurus SHO. It's kind of like that version of that.
Yeah.
Only they didn't really call it anything special, but instead they went ahead and put a 300 horsepower, EcoBoost V6 in it, and just didn't tell anybody.
Oh, well.
See, you didn't know
they
about
didn't
it, right?
tell me.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
looking.
obviously-
And I was looking for
Obviously,
cars.
you had no idea.
Yeah.
I found
There
one,
you go.
and it was a buddy of mine that was looking for one. He ended up buying a brand new one, which didn't have the option, but we went and drove one of them, and it kicked you back in the seat. It was amazing for a Fusion on how
Yeah.
fast it was. That the fact that they made a higher horsepower version, didn't hardly advertise it at all, and then discontinued it.
Well, I bet you it's because of the price of that one. Because
Possibly.
once I got
Yep.
into the titanium,
Yep.
they were 28.5, and
Yeah.
I was like,
What
if
was
I'm
the
gonna-
engine in that one, though? Do you remember?
The titanium, I didn't even ask because I drove it in the first one, and I was like, this is awful. And then when he told me the price, I didn't even drive that one. I said, if I'm going to go ahead and do that, I'm going to go get a BMW, a Lexus, an
Right.
Audi.
Right. For that
something.
price.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, they all start around
A3
30, right?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Volkswagen Golf GTI. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
Or-
there-
yeah.
or one of those.
Yeah.
So I test drove all the luxury cars, and at the time, because it was 2015, at the time, Audi was the only one that was really doing the full digital dash.
What? Wait,
Well,
repeat again.
Okay. Was what year? 2015? Is this
Yeah,
2015?
for and it was the low version. So we're talking
Yeah,
about
A
entry
series.
level
A
A
series.
series,
Yep.
and it was and it was an A4.
There
Yeah.
might have been a Volkswagen that had it all digital.
And this is
but
where
it
we
was
call
40
in
plus grand.
all of our Audi fans,
So,
yeah.
all of our German fans.
The
Let's
the
talk.
Golf, the
There you go.
Mark 7 Golf R, not the GTI. So you had to go up to the Golf R, which started at like 40 grand.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that had a digital one.
Yeah, so I was sticking to a price point because
Go away, Chris.
I didn't want to spend money on cars, but
Right.
You want to have them, just
None of us want to,
Yeah,
but we have to.
exactly,
There
we
you
have
go.
to. So I got an A4, and I loved the A4.
Okay.
And
What year?
The
What year?
2015.
So therefore, he did
Yep.
buy a
What
Golf.
is
He did buy a Golf.
1.5, 1.9?
Oh man, you I don't know. I call myself a car guy, but
Did
I
you buy it new?
refused.
Was it new?
I refused to figure out versions.
Hold on.
Four cylinder or V6?
No, hold on.
No, it was
It wasn't new.
yeah, it was brand new.
Oh, so it was an MQB platform, which is the same platform
Same
that's
as
built on
the,
the Golf.
Yep.
Oh.
There you go.
There you
Okay.
go.
There
You
you
bought a Golf.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, you bought a Golf.
Probably spent more money on it too.
Yeah,
Of course.
of
It's
course I did.
got 4 rigs.
Yeah.
But I got to say I drove an Audi.
There you go. There you go.
You got to say what's funny because I've gone to like a lot of Audi stuff.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
like, "Where's your Audi?" I'm like, "It's
The shop.
where's yours?" Is usually my answer. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Continue.
you're good. You're good.
Okay, but now you're on the realm of going into the Audi world, and this is
Yes,
where
there it
you
is.
come up
And
to
this is
where you're at.
Yeah, I went through an S7. When I was looking for the S7, I fell in love with the A7
Great
body
car.
style. Yeah. Oh, it's great. I still have it.
How long did you have the A4?
I had it for 3 years,
Okay.
and then I
But
upgraded.
you like it, though? Was it good?
I loved it.
It was
Yeah,
good?
it was
Okay,
great.
good. But it was so you liked it so much. You're like, I want to see what they really have to offer. So you made the
Yeah.
first step up was to what?
To S4.
To an S. Okay.
Same exact car.
Yep.
And now we're in the S series. We're doing
Yeah, that's
better.
right.
Okay.
Exactly. And I-
Almost
You know-
close
you know what an
to
S4 is?
RS. I'm an RS guy. He's an S guy.
want-
At this point, he's an
Hold
S
on.
guy.
this
You know
point,
what an S4 is? It's on the
Yeah,
MQB
but he
platform,
wasn't
but
in
We
it.
want to talk about that. No, I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Continue.
No. So Audi's an expensive Volkswagen. I get it.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, I mean, for instance, my
Way better
my Golf
interior.
GTI has,
That's what you're
has
buying.
the same engine.
The
turbo
ride.
that-
No,
as
the
an
ride is
S3.
totally different. This is
My car's
until
the
we
same
get
as
in
an S3.
arguments.
Oh no.
My-
Your
I'm on your
GTI
side.
sucks
My
compared
my
to the S
transmission-
or RS car.
My transmission is the exact same as in an
It
RS3.
is not.
I'm about to get to a point where he says, well, no, Volkswagen doesn't have
Right.
anything that matches.
Well, everything he just
Hold on,
said,
hold on.
it doesn't
to
match.
a point,
So.
because my transmission in my GTI is the exact same in an RS3. An RS model,
Oh.
different powertrain, however.
I was going to say.
Wait, what?
It's a little bit. Hold on,
Oh,
it's a little bit
trans
different.
is the same, maybe, yeah.
I have a 7-speed dual clutch, and it's the exact same one. It's
Yeah,
in a lot
but
of
you
the
know what?
Audis.
They made 4 different versions of that dual clutch.
No, they made 4 different tunes.
Oh, so it's the same hardware.
No.
Okay,
It's
with
not.
that said, mine doesn't shift
It's
as
not.
fast as an RS3,
It's
but
not.
it's the same transmission.
There you go.
If I get it tuned,
It's not.
it will then shift.
It's a Volkswagen. It's not an
fast.
Audi.
But you know, who cares when I have a manual Porsche?
Well, there you go. There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
a good-
Talking
I mean,
German. There you
yeah,
go.
he kinda
So
trumps
you went
everything.
down the Volkswagen route. You moved into the Audi route, right?
He
Start
went
out
down
the
the
basic.
Volkswagen route.
Well, the
Okay,
whatever.
no. Okay, you went from a you went to an S4.
A4.
To an S4.
All right.
But I always loved the A7 body style.
Well,
that was
the 7
the
body style, just in general, had a good look to it.
Yeah,
It really
it's
did.
just gorgeous.
You know what? But when you label it A7, that's just the year of production, right? So it's not like you're talking strictly around a
Well, I mean, it's
S4, A4, A5, whatever, right?
definitely bigger.
It is
though.
the years of the car, right? So the 7 version goes across its years. It doesn't dial in straight to the car.
Fair. It is the fastback, and it was
yeah.
the
So it's the same-
2019
Yeah.
A7.
It's the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
body style as an S7.
Yeah.
It's S7 series across the board in a sense.
Right.
Not to
Love
tell,
the
They're
S7.
all, and
not
what,
to
I know
tell
where he's
someone
going with
7 Series
this.
is a BMW.
I'm going to agree with
but
him
I
because
know.
he's taking it back to
He-
everything's
yeah,
a
he is.
Volkswagen.
No.
He will.
It's not. Okay.
No, he's going to tune this into a Porsche. I guarantee you.
There's certain points where a Panamera might be involved.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Told you.
I'm just
There you
kidding.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I just want to let people know that
I love those too.
Right.
a 7, it's definitely going to be a bigger car than your 4.
By a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
4-door still car.
Yep.
Still 4 doors.
But you went with an A series though.
So I didn't go with the A series. I went in to buy the A series.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
salesperson said nothing at all. And as I sat there,
So not a very good
What do you mean
salesperson.
they said nothing?
Hey,
He said
sometimes
nothing.
when you say nothing is good.
because he saw me internally upgrading myself to an S7.
He already knew you were going to buy something.
He already knew.
Why does
Well,
he have
yeah,
to talk?
because he
Well-
knew you weren't going to pre-sell you.
You know what? What with the best salesman? You know what the best salesman is?
Quiet.
It's when their customers sold, fucking shut up.
That's right.
That's right.
You don't
That's
gotta
right.
keep selling them. He's
Right.
already sold.
And so I'm having this discussion with my wife,
Yep.
and I was like, "Oh, but man, if I like pimp out the S7, it's kind of around the same starting price as an RS7. Well, I think it'd be.
No, it's not.
Hey, this is what you tell
It's
your
not.
wife. You don't tell your wife
Well,
these
okay,
things.
there you go. Yeah, I get that.
I mean,
Well, okay,
it's
so
closer.
you're talking about like a fully loaded S7, and then maybe putting some new wheels on it, doing stuff.
Yeah.
it's the
okay,
price- it's the
yeah,
price-
but
it's the
they're
price of
not.
a RS7,
They're not
sure.
the same cars.
I mean,
He didn't
They are
say it.
not the same
He
cars.
didn't say it was the same car, mister.
I know. I get what he's doing. He's
talking-
selling it to his wife
we're
and just
talking-
doing what he wants to do.
Look, Ruck,
But they're not the same cars.
we didn't say that. He said prices.
Okay.
He's talking prices
just
here.
prices. Yeah.
No, even prices don't add up. Seriously.
Okay, a fully loaded S to a very.
No, my wife's
I don't know.
watching
Go ahead.
this,
Go ahead.
so now you're now I'm gonna go home and be in
Are
trouble.
you in trouble
because-
now? I'll tell you
Dave-
my story, how I got my RS5.
Okay, yeah.
So
All right.
there you go.
For the record,
So I drive a 2022.
Chris is ruining your relationship with your wife, not
Oh,
me.
okay.
Okay,
Fair
go ahead.
Well, that's what happens when you come on the show.
All right.
That's right.
So you went to maybe look at an A7, then you went to an S7, then what'd you do?
And then I custom ordered an RS7.
Of course you did.
Oh, well, it's about the same.
What year?
2022.
Wait.
2022.
Yeah, week.
It is
Hey, hon,
good.
it wasn't that big of a price difference.
No, not at all.
No,
They're the
like
same
$5,
car, really.
$10.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
$10.
$10 a month.
Give or
Yeah.
take.
I mean,
Yeah.
you spread it over payments.
Spread it over 80 years.
That's right. That's right. Look over long term.
Yeah, look at it.
All right. Tell us about your. So 22 RS7 has what in it?
So it has
This
the
car is, I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
I'm an RS5 guy.
Of course you are.
That RS7, it blows my mind what it performs at.
Yeah, I mean, even stock.
Yeah.
It's
So what's rated?
591 was
Okay.
the rated horsepower.
Good deal.
And
506
it's-
torque.
Yeah,
somewhere
some
around there.
five
Yeah, yeah.
something torque. Yep,
Isn't
and it's
it
the 4-liter V8 engine in it.
Okay. Twin
Now,
turbo.
twin turbo. Yep.
Is
Now
it-
it does weigh almost 5,000 pounds.
Sure does. Sure does.
But
Wow.
Isn't it amazing?
What doesn't
what
weigh
OEM,
5,000
like
pounds
what
with Audi?
factory cars, like the kind of horsepower they can
Oh,
produce?
man. It's
I mean,
great.
the highest of muscle cars back in the day in the 60s and 70s did not even come close to 5 or 600
No.
horsepower for that
600
matter.
horse. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not even close. Like a good
Yeah.
one was like 425. Like, yeah, we're burning rubber. Of course, the wheels were only like that. So of course they can burn rubber for blocks
Yeah.
on end.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, they just they just did not produce like nowadays.
No. Yeah.
Technology.
I mean, they have those production cars that are pushing 750 now right off
Yeah.
stock, and it's just insane.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And,
But I didn't stop there.
oh dear.
Oh,
here we go.
here we go.
Yeah.
Wife,
Sorry.
turn your headphones off.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Pause this.
That's right.
All you wives out there.
We're still doing with the
Hold on.
A7.
Let's not. Let's
Wait,
not.
wait.
Let's not.
There
Let's
you go.
not. Let's not. All your significant others. Let's not.
All
be,
right. So
let's
what'd
not
you
point
do?
fingers.
Honestly, I know
ahead.
your car.
Yeah,
I love it.
absolutely. No, thank you very
Honestly,
much.
it's an amazing car, and
It is.
we have it on
What'd you
there.
do?
And
Let's do
I
it.
walked at it. But what are you doing
I
to it?
love your Audi too. This guy though.
What,
I don't
the
know.
broke down one?
Yeah, the broke down one's. It's still gorgeous.
Yeah. You know, and that's something to go into because we'll go through that after this.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So I've put on really nice. Well, chicane, not myself. Put on.
Hey, you think
Who?
chicane.
Yeah.
Who?
No,
Chicane.
Yeah.
There's some guy
you know what?
named
We're going to talk about them here in a
Steven,
minute.
Brad,
Brad.
Joe,
Brad.
John.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah. And speaking of Brad, we're going to be there October 1 for their open house, Chicane.
waiting for the story.
I'm
to be
gonna go
over
there and
before
just
going there.
dust.
How
I'm gonna just wipe out the dust on my car.
dare you bring that
With
up?
this
now.
out. There you go.
Go
Because
sit
it's
in
been
it.
sitting
He's
there
gonna
for
be-
like
hold on.
6 months.
He's gonna be like,
Oh.
he's gonna be like,
Right. Even Brad's like, "Can you get this thing out of my lot, or what are we doing with this?" So
we're obviously
Gonna be
nothing
cool.
at the moment. Okay. What have you done?
So,
what has Chicane done to your car?
upgraded turbo intakes and a tune, and now it's sitting at 660 all wheel, which is around 865.
660. So
about six,
Did they-
close to
hold on,
600
hold on.
torque, right?
Did they ever
No,
do a
it's
run?
I think
Oh,
that
you're
if
more
I
than that.
remember, it's like almost 700
yeah,
torque.
yeah. The torques with that turbo.
Really?
Yeah, it's
The-
like
the
680
the
or
turbos.
something.
Yeah, the turbos really
Yeah.
create.
It really created a lot
Yeah,
more.
it ain't like your N8 V8 where the torque's
Yeah, yeah.
going to be a lot lower
Yeah.
than the horsepower. It's like the other way around. Your torque's probably higher than your horsepower right now.
Well,
Or it's
it's
close to it.
higher than my wheel horsepower.
There you
yeah.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, at 591, right? Stock crank.
Yep.
Did they do a test
Oh,
to see
yeah,
what it
crank.
pushed to the wheels when it was stock before they put the tune on it?
They did. I've got the printout somewhere, but I'll tell you what, I didn't. I don't even remember.
What'd you do?
Yeah, I don't
I
even
tell you
remember.
what. I tell
know,
what,
call it out.
after
What'd
this
you do?
show, if Dave sends me the info, we'll put it in the description down
Yeah.
below
There you
of what the
Yep.
horsepower was stock to the wheels, and now
And
you're
then
at 660.
soon.
Yeah.
Now you're-
So the tune got me about 125, and then I got another 40 to 60.
I think we can do the math on that one.
Yeah. Then I got another 40 to 60 out of the
I mean,
turbo
he
intakes.
can't do the math, but I can do the math.
No, you talking one?
Math.
I can do
is
one
a
or two.
form of education.
Oh, there you go. Okay, great.
Sorry, I got to raise my
Yep.
voice sometimes.
You're
'cause
good.
It's a little hard to hear.
So
You're
there's so there is the very long story of how I ended up with my 2022 RS7, and I can't wait.
You know,
to,
next time someone asks you
yeah,
about your car, you
you
can
make
say,
it
"Hey, I've got a
shorter."
2022 RS7."
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
But that's not what we're doing. We
Thanks
want
for
the
watching,
details.
everybody. Have a good night.
Yeah, good night. We're done. But it's awesome. I love the
is.
car.
Thank you.
I mean, I always loved the RS versions, especially like the RS6, RS7.
Well, the RSs are.
You know,
yes,
they don't make the RS5 like they used to.
The RSs
right?
are just the pinnacle of Audi performance, though. Outside of the R8, which is just an R.
You know what? But I thought
not
they
an
lost that. Unless you go to the RS7, RS6, I think they lost that in 2019 up. I think they went more of the V6 twin turbo kind of a deal.
Yeah, but
They
the
still look
performance
outside
there.
of
beautiful.
But the
outside
performance
of
there.
Yeah.
the
Right.
RS6, RS7.
They didn't
right?
do, they didn't do anything different than any other manufacturer in the world. If they
Yeah.
had a naturally aspirated
Yeah.
V8, then it moved to a turbo V6.
Yep.
BMW did the same thing.
You have to spend
That's
about
it. That's it.
$100,000
Yeah.
with Audi before they care.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
If you're not buying our R8,
Mercedes wasn't much
They don't
different
care.
unless you got an AMG. But
Yeah.
nowadays, the C63 is a turbocharged four-cylinder hybrid car.
so how about this
That's
question?
terrible.
Yes.
If you didn't buy the RS7,
Yeah.
what car would you buy?
Oh, I hate to say it. I hate saying this.
Actually,
it would be a Porsche. I hate saying it, but
I-
that was my
Dick.
other choice.
He loves
I
saying
know,
it. He loves
I know.
saying it.
Dick.
He knows it's the real deal. Here's the deal.
No, he did. He said because he didn't buy
no, no.
the Audi, he would
Here's
go
the
a
deal.
Porsche.
Here's the deal. So I met a lot of the guys from the Audi Club, and this was back when I think I just had my Golf GTI, right? And I knew I was either going to do one of three cars. I was either going to buy another Golf. I know it sounds funny, but
Yep.
probably maybe a Golf
No,
R. at this
those
point.
are good.
That way you can get
Good
a,
cars.
A
Good
Golf
cars.
R is basically an Audi S3 with a
Yep.
different body, with a hatchback body on it, right?
Yep.
All-wheel drive and all that stuff. And I was like, you know, but I was going to buy that brand new, or I was going to buy a couple-year-old S3, Audi S3, or a few more years old Porsche of some type, 911. Typically, is what I was looking for.
Yeah.
All right? Unfortunately, 911 prices were going up faster than anything else. So that was my main list. Now the problem is the Golf. Okay, if I'm not new, that's fine. We can have a his and hers. We already had a his and hers Jeep growing up. I had a 2000 Wrangler Sahara. My wife had a 04 Wrangler Rubicon. So we kind of had the his and hers Jeep for a while. I was like, well, cool. We'll have a his and hers Golf. Why
Yeah.
not, right?
Yeah.
But like, you know what? I kind of want to step it up a little bit. Go the Audi route. But then once I learned of a few people at the Audi Club with their RS3, it was kind of hard to buy an S3.
Yeah.
Knowing that one day you're going to pull up next to an RS3 and go,
I wish I had that one.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I bought a Porsche.
I mean, you could always do what some of these people do and just, buy an R and then put it next to the S off Amazon.
Yeah,
Which I don't like
I'm not
is
all
because
about that.
Audi has always gone down that road with the A to the S version, and the S version is more tunable if you're that tuner
Well,
guy.
it's going to get a better power. and
Or you
bigger-
just want to
different
buy it off the
ratios.
shelf that it's kind of tuned into what it does, and that's kind of the limits. Maybe you can expand a little bit, but not like you can with an S version.
Well, that's the biggest difference. You had a 2-liter 4-cylinder and an
Yeah.
S3. You had a 2.5-liter inline 5-cylinder, and that 5-cylinder is a beast.
yeah,
And the RS3, that
no.
5-cylinder is
No.
really good.
It's not the
engine.
same legendary as
It
the
is
old
a
5-cylinder.
good
It's not.
engine.
It's
It
not
is
the
a good
same.
engine.
Well, my
now,
wife-
I'm referring to back to like a 2015 kind of model too. But,
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it was a massive upgrade between a 2-liter 4-cylinder. It
Right.
just is. It just is. And of course, 911s are going up in price so much, I bought a Cayman. But anyways,
Yeah.
I love the Cayman. So
Yeah.
it's,
Yep.
yeah.
I
it's a
agree.
great car.
We rode on many rallies doing the Cayman, and honestly, I was surprised how well it held
I
You
was
wanted
with
to hate it.
everybody. I mean, you're talking,
Yeah.
we're road rallying against high-end Porsches, Lambos, McLarens, still hanging, kind of a deal.
leading actually in one of the
Yeah.
one of the ones to where
Yeah.
they have a hard time keeping
Yeah.
up. Where I was like, maybe I should slow down
Yeah. Yeah.
out of my 350 horsepower car.
There you go. There you go.
Now, my wife drives my S4.
Yeah?
I'm trying to get her to let me keep
you
the
said this.
S4
Okay.
and tune the heck out of it because Chicane said that they can get it around 1,000 horsepower if I put.
Of
some
course
money
you
into
can.
it. Yeah.
Of course
Well,
you
I
can.
mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you really can
And you
up
right,
those
sure.
numbers.
And you don't really have to
Yeah.
do much to get that 1,000 except for replace everything.
Yeah.
Well,
When you get into the V8 motors of Audi, right, or even Porsche, when you get into those V8 numbers, right, there's a limited amount you can do without ruining something down the road.
right.
Right.
Right. The whole chassis, everything can handle it.
Transmission, right? I mean, yeah, you can pump as much as you want. I could throw a supercharger on my car, make 800 horsepower. The transmission will not hold up.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Eventually, you're just going to blow it.
He knows
Porsche,
all
kind
this,
of the
but
same way.
yet. He
But
knows all
yeah, I
this,
blew
but
mine.
he's
I
got
blew mine
three
at
blown
50 miles
engines.
per hour.
Would
So,
you really,
which is
would you really put 1,000 horsepower in that S4?
I think it would
no,
be fun.
no.
I think it would be
Hold
fun.
on.
No.
I probably wouldn't.
Okay,
Anyway,
we all know whether the fun or not is there. Of course, it's there.
Well, of course, if
So-
it's a track car.
Would you
yeah.
really?
No, I would. I'd keep it for a track car. That's what I would
Well,
do.
then there you go.
But my wife, she wanted to buy a Mini, and so she's trading it in, and we've ordered a BMW and a go-kart frame is what it is.
Sure. Did you get like the John Works?
John Cooper Works
John Cooper
convertible.
there you go. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna make her come to some car
very
shows
good.
with
They're very
me
good.
because it's all Britished out and it's gonna be
Oh,
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Should be in around December. So
Here's the
next
funny
year.
thing is, we were looking at it. My wife wanted a Mini before we bought a Golf,
Yep.
and then when she bought a Golf, she never wanted to get back to a Mini.
Yeah. My son had a Mini
That's
Cooper
how good
S,
the Golf is, man.
which was great.
Yeah.
But it's
No,
a
it's an awesome
BMW,
car.
It is a
right?
BMW.
So
We-
everything is strictly
Okay,
to that car.
It is now, but
yeah.
I will say when BMW first bought them, they were not a BMW; they were a French car.
Wow.
Not an English car.
They were an English name, owned by a German company, built
Right
in
by a
France
German.
with a French engine.
Got to buy the German.
But when I say that, it was still good.
But
It
my
is-
car.
I've driven some of the first gen when BMW
Yeah.
changed them, and their second gen that they did, and they drove fantastically
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
They were amazing.
What do we have online?
And
I
they
can't
were
see the
good.
chat. So what do we have? Who's on there?
Everybody
Any questions?
Everybody left.
as soon as I started
Is it
talking,
because of the
They
guests?
left like
Yeah.
30 minutes.
I
ago.
started
Great
talking
job,
about
Dave.
myself, and everybody's gone.
Great job,
yeah,
Dave.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Great job.
Can
Can we
it's
do
a
some
good thing I'm a
shout-outs?
sponsor.
Can we do some shout-outs?
We can.
Mark from Ohio. Thank you, Mark, from Ohio.
What's
That's
this
right.
question?
We're so famous, we got people all the way from Ohio.
Nice.
I know, right?
Nice.
Thank
What's
you,
that, at
Mark.
least 11
Thanks,
hours.
Mark. You're awesome. Wheels is on board.
Hey, Will.
Always gotta give Wills kisses.
Props.
Yep.
Hugs, kisses, whatever
Yep.
we got to do, Will.
Yep.
Little pat on the
He was sitting in this chair.
shoulder.
He was.
Oh,
well,
my
he was
gosh.
over there,
Oh,
actually.
well, never mind that.
We reserved that for
we
either Corey
no,
or
no.
Will.
We
That's
retired that chair,
Oh, yeah. Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
like the NFL retired their number.
That's right.
Barn Find Fabricators, thank you for joining up.
You know what? Yep,
Day
Craig.
Sleeper Dot, thank you, Day Sleeper Dot, for joining in. And anybody else who wants a shout out, you better put your dang name in the
You know what?
comments.
But let's get into what you got going on. To be honest,
okay.
because I'd love to, pump up unKCorked.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Right?
Barn Find says that they really love the uncorked,
Oh.
logo.
Oh, well, thank you.
Very good.
I
I designed
had
it, by the
nothing
way.
to do
So
with it.
there
Did
you go.
you?
You're welcome,
Yeah,
Barn
there
Find.
you go.
I designed-
Thanks. I couldn't reformat it.
I
So
did not design that actually. Actually, what was so awesome about it is that you put the KC part in there.
That's right.
That's awesome.
yep.
Yeah, I told my wife at one point, I was like, we need to invest in Kansas City. We need to find mom and pop stores to invest in, and I work for a company that went public, so I went from broke to being able to invest in unKCorked in about 30 seconds. Right?
Super cool.
Yeah, super cool, right?
Yeah.
But I would go down to the dog park at our apartment complex, and there was a bunch of neighbors that would all gather together, and we'd do happy hour Fridays with our dogs, and it was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
And this one guy
I'm
kept
totally
bringing,
joining, even though I don't have a dog
yeah,
right now.
no, people came, didn't
Right,
have dogs
right.
because. This one guy would bring beers that I had never heard of, and for me not to have heard about a beer, that's a feat right there.
If you guys don't know, Dave, I think likes to drink.
You think?
He has knowledge
There you go.
in alcohol.
He brings his own.
and he
There you go.
loves apple juice as well.
I like apple juice as well.
Love apple juice.
And so he was telling me that he was going to start a store and wanted to know if I'd invest because we developed this relationship over alcohol, and it was right at COVID started, and they had a bunch of investors. And they drew out what the store would look like, and it looks like that drawing looks exactly like it is. They've got great vision. It's boutique. They know what they're talking about. So when you walk in, you don't get somebody who's educated, right?
We've always promoted that for you guys.
education.
Seriously,
Oh, I don't know.
it's just not a. It's
The
just
guy who
not
can't
a
do
liquor
math.
store.
I don't know about this guy.
It's just not a liquor
I'm
store, but walk in and get educated.
I'm educated.
Yeah.
I don't know what this
Absolutely.
guy's doing.
Yeah, they do free tastings almost every weekend and educate people
Yeah.
on the different types of wine. And these guys are geniuses. I help change the trash, sometimes mop the floor. I watch their dogs. That's my contribute.
There you go.
How I
There you go.
contribute. Yeah, I drink.
Hey, Ruck.
Well,
he's being
applesauce.
I've been there. He's being a little modest.
I know. No. Yeah, I've seen it.
No. He wiped the countertop off too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did.
Yeah,
He does
didn't-
his part.
He didn't
He
just
does his part.
he didn't just mop the floor and do the trash. He wiped the countertops off too. Don't let him fool you.
So, how long has it been in?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. So it's been there
is a good
since
Awesome, we're great.
January of 2022 is when they opened the doors. And the
Okay.
two owners, Eric and Ian, if you go talk to them, they know so much about wines.
They're like the connoisseur.
They
when you
really
walk
are.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you come in, and it's not some teenager sitting behind the counter on their
You know,
phone. Right?
Just ringing up what you buy,
right,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they're educating you,
This-
which is great, and which is what we always describe.
This is what's beautiful because here, check this out. Check this out. We had a conversation. I went on. We talked today. I met Eric and I did not meet Ian yet.
right.
That's okay. That's okay. It's
No,
all right.
I think you met Ian, not Eric. But
Was it the other way
regardless.
around? You're right. I am a terrible human being.
Sorry.
See you later, guys. No,
When they watch this, I want
There
them
you
to
go.
know that I know the difference between the two of them.
that's good.
right.
Sorry,
That's right.
Ian, if you watch this. Apologize. But here's the thing, though. Dave took front point. I mean, Ian, he sat off to the side and was like, I'll let him do whatever. Don't be modest, my friend, because you knew some stuff, okay?
Well,
You know your shit.
there's one reason. It's because I'm down there with them learning all the time.
There you go. So here's the thing. I had a conversation with him about my wife, and over the years of being together and being married, we talked about how much I know what I can taste something and go, she's either going to like it, she's going to
Yeah.
hate it, or think
Yep.
it's, okay, I can do it if this is all I have.
Yeah.
And remember we went there. I remember I tested I was like, nope.
No.
Here you go, honey. She's like, oh, no. And I'm like, yeah, she'll think this is all right. And hey, this is all right. I'm like, I know it. Dave didn't even have to go that far. Didn't have to have a relationship with her for the many years we've been together.
That's right.
And already picked out a wine saying, start with that.
Yeah.
Let me know how that goes. If it's good, we can go. I know exactly what route we can go. If you're thinking, then guess what? We're going to go a different route on top of that. And dude, you nailed it. You
nailed it first time.
Well, I liked it because I just like drinking. Does it have alcohol in it?
Absolutely.
I love it. No, but she was just like, what is this one? We need to make sure we pay attention to this. I'm like, well, good. Then we're going to go on. We're going to talk to Dave some more, or Ian, or Eric.
Yeah.
Either way, and we're going to get more decisions on. Okay, let's try some new stuff that you know you're going to like, and these guys are going to point. So if you were wondering, you wander around the liquor store and you're like, I don't know what I'm going to like, and you don't want to feel like you're wasting this and wasting that. These guys are knowledgeable as heck.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll do it,
right?
man. They will point you the right direction. You tell them like 3 things about your life. Like, you're right, the color of his car. When's the last time you cut your hair? and your shoe size, and bam.
That'll push you down the right direction of alcohol.
Yeah,
for sure.
The secret is just to open the $250 bottle of wine because no one's going to say
That's
they don't
right.
like that.
You know,
right?
everybody has to upsell. We all get
if they
that.
do, you're like, get out.
But now, you know what? It is different than going to like,
Lucas
Hy-Vee
Liquors
or Lucas or somebody and just going in there and buy your regular
But
thing.
they're in a glass by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
I'm really big with
The lower
the-
class.
I remember
by
commercials
themselves.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, it's not.
The
It's
puds.
not a chain where they're just, hey, we need someone to fill the shift and
Yeah.
Not a
and be
chain
register.
yet.
It's hold on.
It's unchained.
Let's go back. We'll edit that part out.
A chain.
It's not a typical chain.
There you go.
So
That's
they did-
right.
so they
There
did-
you go.
Not
You did
typical.
good. You did good.
To where they're gonna have knowledgeable people. They're
Yeah.
not just gonna be like, did you find everything you wanted? No, I sure did. Okay. Is this all you need today? Ding ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's not
That's it.
something you find in
Is
every
this good
corner.
tequi- is this
It
good
is a
tequila?
destination
It's
to
got
get what you
alcohol in
want
it.
or be educated.
Right.
That's kind of what it is.
Yeah,
At this
absolutely.
point, right?
And there's
Hopefully you
only-
get it on every corner, but
I would love that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
trying to find people as knowledgeable as them because that's
Yeah.
the kind of secret behind
I
it.
feel
well,
like
big
that's-
shout out
that's
to
what you
your
gotta do.
partners.
Well,
for
thank
sure.
If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, you guys, people have come to you guys for advice on even like menu.
Yeah,
items.
they supply a couple
Restaurants?
with the menu items and all the wine, and then they supply a couple businesses that always have beer and happy hours.
So
and stuff
once
like
again,
that.
anybody listening, you need a little bit of consultant help on getting
Right.
something
They're
going on your
all over
own
it.
Yeah.
place of business, and you need to figure out what drinks are what's going to be good, what's going to work. Dude, these guys know it. So you don't
There you go.
don't even have to go there and buy like a case of Coors Light.
So it was nice to
You can-
know
you can
where we
ask
were
them about
going
beer
with
menu.
having you on today because we know your car experience, right? We know where you're at. Thank you for sponsoring us.
Thank
But
you for
I think-
being in the Audi Club era on this guy's side, knowing that you really want a Porsche. But that's good.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
No, like I said, I love supporting Kansas City things. Right,
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
here my whole life.
You know, and that's
so-
what
You
we've
know-
done.
you know, we
We've
got-
done the same thing,
yeah.
right?
know-
That's kind of where we start. At least he did the same thing before me, and I did the same thing with Mod and everything else.
That's why I'm a part of Mod Squad. It's
Yeah,
why I
thank you.
donate to kids
Yep.
and cars.
You've been there for a while, so yeah, and that,
What's,
and that's important. I think
what's Mod
it's not
Squad?
only just telling our story, but contributing back to Kansas City.
Yeah,
Did you guys say Mod Squad?
No, we didn't.
Good, because I don't know what that is.
You shouldn't with a VW
Not with a
and
Porsche.
Porsche. Yeah, you
Porsche,
shouldn't know what Mod
Volkswagen.
Squad is.
Can you get a real car?
I got a Sprinter and a Jeep too. That's right. 4 vehiculars.
So, where do you see going with the RS7? Are you going to move forward? Are you going to keep it stock? Are you looking for something different?
Looking for
What's your
2,500
goal?
horsepower?
What's your goal?
Half-mile drag races.
I think I want to leave it kind of the way it is now. My wife has said, that car goes to the shop more than any car I've ever seen, and it's
Yeah.
not broken, right? It's
Yeah.
So
Maintenance you got to do with the
Yeah.
Audi. I mean, I'm an RS guy. You're an RS guy. I mean, the maintenance has to be
it
done.
has to be done. And then I've put in.
And
I've put
it's
in cameras. I've put in
Right.
AL anti-laser.
the
radar
the
detector.
radar blocker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I think is illegal in Missouri. So I don't.
What?
Good thing you don't live in Missouri. You
Yeah, I
live
don't
in
live. I
Mexico.
live in Mexico.
We're talking about the house, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the house,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've replaced as much under the hood as I could with carbon fiber. So when you open the hood, it looks.
It looks
Yeah.
phenomenal.
I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
glow.
We'll definitely be shooting something. and
Mine
may-
didn't glow either
Oh, okay,
now.
fair enough.
We may
Mine
have
just
to
it
utilize.
knocks. It's turned off.
We
so.
may have to utilize your car when I find
But
somebody with a
we're
Panamera.
we're working with the same people. We love Brad,
We
with
do.
Chicane. We
Yep.
do. We're doing the October 1 event. We're going to be doing that. So
Save me a
hopefully you can
spot.
come out and join us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're gonna. Well, obviously, Craving Cars is gonna do a first impression on his car, regardless, because we've done our.
I'm gonna
before,
rip
but
that
it was a different body.
Fucker up.
But we
Sweet.
we have one
Right.
car. We got to find a 22 Panamera so I can show him that they're
Oh,
better.
Jesus, here we go. Now it's the
Luxury-
Porsche Audi thing.
luxury-wise,
Okay.
Only.
I was
All
gonna
right,
say
and
because
who knows somebody that has the Porsche Panamera
Here's
2022
the
version?
thing. Here's the thing. Even if it's
We'll
a
figure
tie,
that out.
I still win
why is that?
because he doesn't think they're luxurious at all.
Because it costs more.
Okay.
That's why.
It's- it's-
Well, we already know the performance is gonna be better.
There you go.
Porsche
That's it.
badge.
That's it for sure.
Okay, no. I tell you what. Let's do a pause for station identification. No, I'm just kidding. We have a couple questions for you,
Oh,
sir, as a guest.
I'm sure I can come up with
Okay,
some
this ain't a question.
kind
this
of
is
real
just,
answer.
This is a statement.
Right?
of
Is this make-believe? 'Cause-
This guy knows the best wine comes in a box.
Oh, hey, listen, I have had great wines that come in a box.
There
The
we go,
box
there we go.
doesn't mean that it's a
My
bad wine.
wife
We have,
loves the wine in a box.
We have Mark.
She's changed, but back in the day,
Right.
she was always wine in a box.
Mark from Ohio here. He wants to drink of. Okay, this might be a very broad question, but okay, tell you everything he's got here. Wants to know the drink that tends to go with everything. So you're not like, okay, this drink only goes with steak, or this drink. Okay,
Sure.
I get that.
So, yeah. So
He's
not
gonna,
wine.
He's going to be using Diet Coke
Oh, yeah.
because he's a type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not real big on drinking alcohol because he just doesn't know as much stuff. He's a little brittle. What do you think will go well with
For
Diet
me,
Coke?
if I didn't drink a lot
Yeah.
and I wanted to mix it with Diet Coke, I'm going rum. A little more sugar in rum, so you have to be careful of that if you're diabetic.
Okay.
But the caramel taste mixes really well with the Diet Coke, and
Okay.
it's great. But I don't do rum. I do whiskey. I love really dry or really rye whiskeys.
Would whiskey go with Diet Coke?
Yeah,
Is there certain whiskeys that'll
yes.
go with Diet
Oh,
Coke?
absolutely. Yeah, I mean Jack or Vanilla Jack would go.
If you start at Jack,
Yeah.
right? I mean, yeah, it's
So
kind of
you
you
just
don't
a
want to buy
simple
good
one.
stuff to mix with Diet Coke.
No. If you're buying good
like
stuff,
a
you
Jack
need
or
to
Jim
drink it straight.
Beam,
Yeah, maybe with
Yeah.
some ice.
So like
Yeah.
how about a Jim Beam vanilla?
Yeah, that'd be great.
That
And
way
a
you get
vanilla
yourself,
Diet
You basically get yourself a vanilla Diet Coke.
Yeah, exactly. And
There
then
you go.
I bet it would taste like my
A
guess.
vanilla Diet Coke.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, or maybe a little creamy because of that, and so you
There you
get
go.
the little, you get tastes like a
We got
shake.
a best IPA
oh.
that doesn't
Ooh,
taste like
beer?
citrus or pine cones.
Well, IPA tastes like pine cones.
Why?
So,
Why is that?
because it's
Will, you're
hops.
done screwed.
Is
It's,
it
yeah, it's extra
hops?
hops. Yeah.
Is there one that's a little on the less of the hoppy side?
There-
That's
there-
considered an IPA.
There are the hazies tend to be more citrusy, but not everybody likes hazy IPAs. I would say if you don't like that flavor, stay away from IPAs. Drink something like a Tank 7, like the Saison, where you get a little bit of that, but it's closer to instead of the IPA side, it's closer to like a Pilsner side.
Okay, so basically, if you're thinking you're gonna choose a good IPA and you're really not big on wanting anything citrus or pine flavored, don't buy an IPA.
Just don't buy an IPA.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah.
love the
Yeah.
Cosmic IPAs from Boulevard also, but they're both
Okay.
citrusy and hoppy.
And a little
IPA stands for it's pine.
Yeah, it's pine. Yeah. Well,
it's pine absolute.
so my
you go.
understanding of the way that worked was when they shipped from India, when Britain took over the world and they shipped alcohol or beer from India.
Wait a
back
minute, Britain
to,
took over the world?
Yeah,
Did I miss something?
No, dude, England invaded
Was
every
that
company.
1776? we go back that
yeah,
far?
no, we're talking about when
Oh,
beer was
okay.
being invented. Right?
Okay.
So they would pack it up in hops and ship it across, and then they found out the beer tasted like those hops, and that's how Indian Pale Ale (IPA) was started.
Oh.
That's my understanding of it. But to tell you the truth, someone could have just been blowing smoke up my ass.
Right. It tastes like pine.
I tell you what. We'll just go with that.
We'll just go with that.
Whatever
That's
Ruck's
right.
Version of what IPA means is stupid. So let's not. No, I'm kidding.
That's
no,
probably it, to be honest.
So okay.
Instant pine ass. Is that
Hey.
what it is?
Yeah, probably.
I think we nailed it because Mark did mention something about that. He did typically like Jim Beam over Jack Daniels. So the Jim Beam vanilla. There you go.
There you go.
A little bit with your Diet Coke.
What'd Jack have
Be
to
damn
say?
good.
What's his choice?
We got Barn Find talks about coconut rum with Dr Pepper.
Yeah, that's actually
Ooh,
that's
really?
good.
All right,
That's really
that sounds good. See, we're turning into a drinking show now. More of that to come. No,
But that's a lot of sugar too.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
this is a
yeah.
different guy. This is
Oh,
a
okay.
different guy.
Yeah.
This one.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we know this guy.
We don't want. I don't want to put
Also-
anybody into a
also,
diabetic.
we had a,
That's right.
also-
We're not doctors.
we had
Just-
someone in the comments that
There you
mentioned give somebody or whoever, probably that guy over there, the Mr. Ruck over there, a ride in the back seat of the Panamera, and he'll be convinced that it's a better
No,
car.
ridden it. Ridden in two Panameras. Don't like it.
Well, you didn't ride it right. Well,
I
he's-
read in a
and-
Panamera
okay.
4S
Just
and
to-
a Panamera
Dave,
S.
Our guest, just to let you know, he makes up stories all the time. I don't know what's true and what's
I know.
not anymore. He
Lay
says,
down
"Oh,
facts.
I've never been in one. Oh, I've been in 6 of them. Oh, I've been in 13. Oh, I've never driven that one."
My facts are secure, I guarantee
was
you.
on-
I'd
I was
rather
on a-
ride in the
I was on a race circuit with
RS7.
one.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
You know what? We took the RS7. I took it all the way down to Arizona and then up through Moab and through Estes Park and back.
So you've taken yours on quite of a journey.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
have pictures of my
Did you go
car
off-road
at
in it?
12,000. No, I didn't go off road.
Well, that's stupid. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Not a true quattro.
It's almost right.
It is. Of course he could.
seven.
But
should
it's
be.
also kind of an expensive car to be off-roading.
Right. You're not just going to rip it apart.
Right.
But, okay,
So
how
is my
about this?
van, but it doesn't stop me.
2022 RS7,
Yeah.
Yeah.
2022 Panamera.
Yep.
Right.
That's what we got to find.
What do you think? Have you driven both?
I have not driven the newer Porsches. I haven't driven them since
Pricing. What's the
2015.
pricing?
Nobody cares. We weren't talking about
No,
pricing.
no, no. Lay down the price because that
No.
makes a big difference.
No, that's like saying this is
we're
more
always going to
luxury
get in this
than a
heated
Rolls
argument.
Royce
You and the
because it's
Porsche.
cheaper.
No, Audi delivers way more quality versus Porsche for the price. They do.
Kind of have to agree. I own
He's,
one because of
Right?
that.
he's,
Right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Hold on.
Right. Any Porsche
no-
owner out there, give me a car that you
There's
own.
no question that Audi has quality, but it's not better than a Porsche.
He didn't say that.
No,
He
I
s-
didn't say it
you
was-
did not. You
No.
said you get more quality for the price.
That's right.
Right, but our original Dave,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you come between us. There's the door over there. Okay, Dave,
No, this
hold
is
on,
going
hold on.
back.
That
This
wasn't
goes
the
back to my
conversation.
Malibu I just bought.
That
That's what he's
wasn't
doing.
The conversation, and by the way, I found mini cars better than your Malibu at the same
Not
price.
none.
That wasn't
None.
the problem. We weren't comparing prices to prices. We were comparing what's more luxurious, what
fair-
feels a little bit more
Fair enough,
on the
but,
luxury
but
side.
he qualified it with.
No, he
Right.
can't change the story.
You're right.
You
No,
can't,
you're
no,
right.
You
see
can't
how I
triple
listen?
stamp.
I know,
listen.
right?
Hold on.
You're listening.
You
He's
can't
just
triple
hearing.
stamp a double stamp, Lloyd. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. Lloyd, you can't do that.
There's a different version of what the car brings for the base model,
You wanna know
and
why?
then go
Hold
to
on.
all the options.
Do you want
what
to know
makes
why
the
the
most
Porsche
sense?
will cost more than the Audi?
Because it's a Porsche. You're buying the brand.
Because it's going to have higher performance.
Not.
Besides
Not.
the luxury.
Not.
I
There's
will
no
also pay
way.
for higher
There is no
performance.
way if you do the 22.
I'll put mine up against.
There
I'll
you
put
go.
mine up
Bring
against
it.
the Porsche.
Bring it. Who's out
I
there?
hope
Who
it's
owns a
tuned one, 'cause
22?
Now you're cheating.
Right. I'm just saying.
Hey,
The performance is not
I
there.
would take a stock
Of course you will,
higher
because you're a
performance
Porsche guy.
Panamera against his tuned RS7.
And if I bought the lesser brand, if I love the
Hold on,
lesser
hold
brand
on.
like Porsche,
I
I would go
stock-
up Porsche too.
stock Panamera Turbo S against his,
what's the 0 to 60?
doesn't matter. It's still
No,
gonna
no,
be
no.
better.
Just everything you get in your RS7 versus the
You wanna know why he
Panamera,
keeps
which
changing
has
the
to be
story,
the top
Dave?
of the line
Dave,
version to give everything that you got.
You
Yeah,
want to know why he
absolutely.
keeps
Right.
changing his story? Because he knows he's like, oh, fuck, he's right.
No.
Okay, I mean,
That's not
price
at all.
wise, price wise, you're going
not
to get
it.
more for. Yeah, but
No.
you're getting more horsepower.
No.
Well, that doesn't count.
So I would argue, even if I lost, I won because the price of the Porsche was way higher than what I
Well,
paid,
because you're
right?
on my side.
Yeah, well, fair.
And I do all the marketing. You're going to
Oh,
win
okay.
anyway.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
We'll
thank you
edit
for
that
joining
bit.
everybody. Craving Cars is the last show of its ever. It's closing down tomorrow.
You invited an Audi guy to come
Right.
hang out with Chris,
Come on,
and
there
then
you
you're
go.
upset
Well,
that you got
you know
ganged
why?
up on.
Right.
You want to know why
Right.
you're an Audi guy?
'Cause
you
he's an
haven't
Audi
driven a
guy.
Porsche.
Oh, because I haven't driven a Porsche.
No, I guarantee
Have
you,
you
he's
driven a
ridden in
Porsche?
Porsches.
I've driven Porsches.
There
yeah.
you go. I
I've test drove
guarantee
them.
you, he drove Porsches before he bought the Audi.
And he said if he didn't buy the Audi, what was he gonna possibly buy?
The Porsche.
Oh,
Absolutely.
no. Hold on.
If there wasn't
Audi
another
didn't
option,
exist.
The option
right.
was
There you go.
there's a wife involved, so the option can't be the most expensive option. He has to buy a reasonable.
No,
and the RS7 is reasonably priced.
Okay.
To be honest, my
Go-
wife would have supported any car I
there you
wanted to
go.
buy. So
Well, of
it's-
course, because really they don't
I gotta have a
care.
talk
Yeah.
with their wife.
Really, they don't care. It's okay.
so
Well, what's
funny.
the price? What's the price and how much does it cost a month?
I
They don't care.
I love how
They
the
don't
price
care.
just automatically becomes part of it because the original argument had nothing to do with the price.
Well, no,
It
but
was no, an
I would
Audi's way
say-
more luxurious than a Porsche.
Can we roll
It
back
is.
tape? Can you roll the tape back live, or is that?
yeah. Do you want me to rewind it? I
Let's
can- I
listen.
can
Matter
do
of
that.
Let's
fact,
listen to this.
I think you know what I'm
Right.
gonna do. I'm gonna replay. I can't do it right now. We're live, but I'm gonna post a video.
No, we're gonna put
replay of
head
what
to
we
head.
talked about.
Take the RS7.
Oh no, we're totally gonna take a head to head, and we're gonna show. And the
All right.
whole
Does
argument.
anybody on
the
our
whole argument,
channel
anybody right now, Will, I know you're out there, that
Have
knows
a-
that we were only talking about the interior of the car, not the all-out performance or price for that matter. Because I was even letting you go about the performance side
you
of it.
can't go there. You got to go by the price
No.
per
When
value
We can go there
of the car.
because we did go there. So we
With
can
this
go
post, I
Okay,
want like
so what are you going to take a $200,000 Porsche Panamera against a $100,000 RS7? That's not equal.
For the price difference between
And
an
to be
Au- hold
honest,
on,
I
this is
still
from
think
a-
it would
this-
outrank
this is
it.
this is from a viewer here. From the price difference between an Audi and a Porsche, you'll spend the difference to make the Audi equal to the
No.
Porsche.
Nope.
Plus, the Porsche doesn't have the electrical gremlins that Audis have.
Yeah, but is that coming from a Porsche owner or an Audi owner?
And Will
They
even
all
says-
have gremlins.
And Will
They
even
do.
says, yes, Corey, you are correct.
No.
About the argument. About
All
the
right.
argument.
Well, Wills, grab your
Oh my
Wills
God.
and Corey.
I can't-
Grab yourself a
Hold on.
Porsche
I
Panamera.
can't wait to not only prove him wrong about the interior. We're
No,
gonna.
no, you
we're gonna
cannot
kick
go
ass
against
on
the
the
Audi
performance,
interior.
And the price at this point is going to be.
I really want to see on the when you guys post this.
What do you think's equal? To be honest, just
Oh, yeah, yeah.
simple breakdown. What do you
Just-
think's equal to your car?
Guess don't count.
currently with the tunes and stuff?
No,
Or,
base.
I mean, just
Let's
base?
just say base.
Oh
yeah.
no, I think there's BMWs that are right in there.
So
like
what
the
about
M8.
What,
an
M5?
M5 CS? How about
the
an
M5
M5
CS? Yeah, any of the
that's
competition
in the-
ones.
That's
Yep,
in the 600
competition
Yeah,
pack.
stock.
The
Yeah,
M8.
what's the price of that?
Oh, who knows?
160.
It's a BMW. And guess what they are now? They're all-wheel drive as well.
I mean, the RS7.
Oh yeah, because they're copying off Audi.
Well, they've
RS7 started at 114. I think a lot of these other cars start much higher than.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They do. They
And
do.
I want to see when you post this. I want to see a loop of him going for the price, for the price, for the
Right.
price, because this is what you said.
Here's what
That's
I
all
told.
he's saying now.
Okay.
But the last argument, the price was never
Oh,
a
the
part of it.
last
No,
argument.
here's
No,
how I'm going to look
hold
at
on.
this.
The
Here's how you.
the original argument was not anything to do with the prices. He says the Audis are more luxury feeling.
Well, if we're going to
than a
They
do,
are.
if we're going to do
Because
that,
I
are.
then-
said the Porsche is a luxury automobile. He goes, no, it's not. I'm like, it is. He goes, no, it's not.
So if
He
we're
goes,
going to
the
do
Audi
that,
It's not.
is. He goes, the
It's
Audi
not.
is not the Porsche.
it's
I don't think they equate together. If you
I
do
remember
the,
this argument.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and to be honest, what I interpret all you saying is that Porsche doesn't push themselves as a luxury car; they push them as a sports car,
A performance
Audi,
side,
a performance car.
Yeah.
Is it luxurious? Yeah, it's got a great interior. It's
There you
they
go.
Well,
do
great,
well.
great
Porsches-
leather,
But
great.
if we're
in-
not talking
yeah,
Porsche
yeah.
started
price
as
at all.
just a sports car company, sure, but that's not what they are. That's not what they have been for over 20 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they make a sports car. Matter of fact, they're the only German company manufacturer that still makes a genuine sports car.
You know, and to
Only
his
one.
point,
Okay,
I guess.
I agree.
but
the
they also-
GT3, GT4s, you're right. They are
also
performance
make
cars.
A passenger car, a four-door car. They also make SUVs.
I was just saying the SUV argument kind of goes into his.
With that argument,
Not
Volkswagen,
really.
Audi,
You take a QRS.
Volkswagen, Audi, and
Yeah,
I'll
but
put it against
Porsche.
any Porsche.
No, but the luxurious side, they wouldn't if they were purely a sports, they wouldn't have SUVs.
Just so you know, the Volkswagen, Audi, and Porsche SUVs
Agreed,
underneath
disagree.
are the same car. But Volkswagen makes theirs, Audi will tune theirs, and Porsche still tunes theirs.
Sure. Yeah.
Price-wise, Volkswagen's probably the cheapest, then the Audi, then the Porsche.
I mean, for
performance-wise,
some-
Okay.
performance-wise,
Yeah. I would-
Volkswagen's,
all versions.
I would
Volkswagen's probably the
say
slowest, then Audi's better, and then Porsche's even faster. The fastest SUV you could buy off the showroom floor right now is a Porsche Cayenne Turbo S.
That's
Which is
faster than an
simply,
RS Q8 that
yeah.
has
It's
the
faster.
Lamborghini
It's the same-
engine.
it's the same
faster,
motor.
and it's
Is it?
faster than the Lamborghini
It's the same
Urus.
setup.
I know, but Porsche still tunes it better.
But is the ride there?
Yeah,
Is
sure.
the quality
Oh, absolutely.
interior there?
I'm sure.
As-
He
I
says
mean,
I'm sure.
I'm saying I'm sure it's
Actually,
great.
you want to know what's awesome
I'm
about
sure
that?
it's great.
You can
I'm
put,
not saying
you can
it's
put
not.
off-road tires on a Cayenne, and it actually outperform all the rest of them
No.
off-road.
No.
That's
I
what's crazy about
disagree.
it.
Who
Disagree.
would know
'Cause-
that?
The Porsche owner. There you go.
The geek
The
who
geek-
watches all
the
kinds
geek
of versus
Porsche owner.
videos.
Okay.
No, it's not.
So
it's the same car. It's just different
bottom
shell.
line, that what the SQ8 is what you're talking about.
The
And
RSQ8 or the Urus,
and
either
and
one.
the Cayenne Turbo S share the
The
same
RS
4-liter
Q8
twin-turbo
is the
power
same
plant.
as the Lamborghini Urus.
But go look at them,
Same car.
and they have different horsepower ratings. They have different performance ratings.
No,
and
it's
Porsche
not.
has better traction on their four-wheel drive system, believe it or not, than an Audi on the off-road.
I'll argue with you.
Even the Urus is pretty good.
I
off-road.
like this show because you can just
No,
say
I know.
whatever you want.
Who
No one
gives a
checks.
fuck?
No one checks
Nobody listens to
Google. No
Core
one listens.
anyway.
You don't have a fact checker sitting back here.
What we do behind
Yes,
you?
we do.
There's
Okay.
boards. Write
yes,
it on
we
there.
do. Hold on.
Put it right there.
The
Audi
fact
plus
checker-
two.
hold on.
+2.
There you
The
go.
fact checker's name is Mark and Will.
Oh, okay.
No, nobody's listening to Will.
Everybody listens to Will.
Everyone.
I know
listens
they
to
do.
Will.
Don't get me. don't
But
get
he's
me
a
started.
Porsche guy. You gave him $20 just to have him get you on his show.
How about this? Here's something that Audi has that
No.
Porsche don't.
No, I'm telling you.
They
Okay.
have an R8 with a V10. That's badass.
No, that is very cool. I
Because
didn't know
Porsche
that.
does not
Oh,
have.
would
a
they steal
V10.
that
That
from?
is an Audi deal. They're 5 cylinders. That is an Audi deal. I mean, we're started as Volkswagen, but we're not going to get into that. That is an Audi deal. But
Okay,
Porsche
how about
also,
this?
Porsche
How about
also
this?
has something that nobody in the world has, and that is their flat 6 engines. They're not shared with anybody else. They're not shared with Audi. They're not shared with Volkswagen. Porsche is more Porsche than Audi is Audi. Audi's mostly Volkswagen.
Where are you getting that from, though? You mean lately or old school?
Oh,
like,
ever since they've been under the
I'll
umbrella.
tell you
buddy.
this. How about let's judge cars pre-2016 and down?
Notice he keeps changing everything.
Well, because everything is
The-
under
the fur-
Volkswagen
the
now.
further back you
So-
go, the more Porsche is Porsche.
You mean before Mustangs were electric and SUVs?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Porsches
it's
were
those
even
questions,
more legit
right?
Porsches, their own manufactured cars even before then. The further you go back, Porsche doesn't share parts. Volkswagen
All right, do you have anybody
Volkswagen
that
and Audi
has
share
a
parts all the time.
2022?
The SUVs, however,
Panamera.
are the shared part area. But when you come to their cars outside of the Panamera, Porsches don't share parts. They are Porsches.
All right, do you have anybody that has
Just like I
a?
believe the
you're not listening to
RS
me.
Models,
He's not.
the RS model
turn it
Audis
off.
are Audi performance. The regular Audis
Yep.
are kind of shared parts.
Yeah. No, that's
They're
true.
not.
That is true.
They are.
It's-
Not the RS cars. They're
no,
not
no,
shared
he
parts.
said the lower
See,
end.
this is
Yeah,
Dave. This
the
is what I
lower
got to
end.
deal with. Did you
Yeah.
hear what I
A
said?
and S.
That's
A and
what-
S versions.
Dave, you heard
yes.
what I said, right?
Yeah, I
Notice
did.
he's
Yeah,
not listening
I
to
did.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Notice I actually had his back on the RS side. and he
No,
still,
you didn't.
I know
he
he
still
still
points his
did.
finger
I
at
know.
me.
Right?
You didn't have me. So there you go. The RSs, you can't compare them to any other Audi but the RSs.
Can you
That's
really?
it.
Can you really compare a naturally aspirated V8 RS Audi to any other Audi RS
No.
that's made nowadays?
Nope. No.
I can't wait to get your car back, man. All
I know.
joking aside, we're done
Yeah.
with this fight. I
I know,
really
it's a
want you-
losing
that
fight.
was-
but-
Here's the
was
funny
great.
thing: is I really, really want you to get your car back
I
so I
know.
can take my Porsche and kick your ass.
Your car is so light. Audis are heavy as shit.
Chris, you can borrow mine. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll smoke
No,
them,
no. I
but
hold
to
on.
be honest,
I have a naturally
honest,
aspirated
I have
flat 6. He
Yeah.
has an naturally aspirated V8.
Yeah.
And I'll still beat his ass.
yeah, because it's so light.
It is pretty
I've
light.
ridden in his car, and to be
It's
honest,
over 1,000 pounds
mine
lighter, isn't it?
sounds great. It's
Oh, his sounds better in every way.
I
Every
mean,
way.
it runs about the same, but when you're talking
they're
just
really close.
true launch
We have a full
go kart kind of style of driving, his car
we have
hand
a
down.
full
I love it.
Versus video
Yeah.
we're gonna do, and
Yeah.
it's not a hey, this is better than that car. It's just showing you two different,
Yeah.
completely different cars
Yeah.
that will perform extremely close.
Yeah.
All these cars are amazing.
But they're-
Like it doesn't
yeah.
really
Good.
matter.
It's
We're
gonna be
we're,
good.
That's
we're
it.
arguing over
Right.
hairs.
Yeah, nickels and
Yeah,
dimes,
exactly.
and two totally different platforms, to be honest.
And-
but I
yeah.
got to ask you this,
Please,
because
yeah.
you're wearing it.
Yeah.
What's with the McLaren hat?
I was gonna say something about
No. So I was in Vegas, and they are doing the F1, and so they had a bunch of F1 stuff with the McLaren. I bought this hat because
Wait a minute. Wait. Let's
Go ahead.
let's back up.
Yeah.
When you in Vegas,
Oh,
did you already buy tickets?
June?
Obviously during F1.
No, it wasn't during F1.
Oh, it was
I was
not.
there
Right,
for a
right.
conference,
Because
but it was
F1
coming.
hasn't even happened in Vegas
Yeah, not yet. But
Yeah.
but they already like all the hotels
I'm
are
going
talking
with
about
you.
it and everything.
I don't care what it takes.
Eight-
I'll steal his Porsche and sell it.
I was going to say,
Can we just go fly there without selling the Porsche?
my wife tried to get me tickets.
Probably not.
We'll sell your
$8,000 is
Yeah.
the tickets.
It's
to
crazy.
that. It's stupid. So
Yeah.
we're not going. But
Shit, I got all 3 of you.
okay.
Are you
perfect.
kidding me? To lock down the strip? Because I'm an
Yeah.
F1 guy. I love F1.
Yeah.
Don't like McLaren so much, but that's all right.
Yeah, he's a
I'm a
bandwagon
Red
guy.
Bull guy.
He's
Well,
a
you
But,
guys
uh,
know
bandwagon.
Dan in
Yeah,
Kansas City
yeah,
Suns,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
He drives a bright green McLaren. He gives me all kinds of shit about my RS7.
Yeah.
He thinks I should have got an RS6. And
Well, but to be
Really?
fair, Audi's not in F1 yet.
You know-
2026.
You know what? I
oh,
would get?
really? I didn't know
Wait
this.
for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I like the RS6. You know what version I would get though? Would have to be the Avant.
Yeah. No, that's
I would take the wagon
that's what
version all day long.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
he
yeah.
says I should get. He tells me this all the time, and I ask him why, and he says I love sleeper cars, and I said, but you drive a bright green McLaren. How you can't really love sleeper cars, right? So I got
Who
this.
is Dad to talk?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
like, can you be any
So-
more bright?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So I, you know what? I bought this hat thinking of him, and I haven't even seen him since I bought the hat. But
Really?
next
Yeah.
time I see him, we'll make sure. I bet he'll be at Chicane.
Oh, of course. The open house, Chicane, October 1st,
You
for
know
sure.
what?
We're going to be there.
Join us at Chicane October 1st.
Yeah.
We will be at the open house. We have one other event that.
Are you
going to
bring your Porsche?
Of course.
All right.
No, I'll have the van. Actually.
Yeah, I figured you'd have the van. Have someone bring the Porsche.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll
par-
drive the Porsche.
We'll put it next
Because
to the cars.
my car will still be in the parking lot.
I want my engine to survive. Thank you.
Well, of course, it can handle the speed.
EB, you're not driving the Porsche.
EB.
That's funny. But yeah, October 1st, we're at Chicane Open House. You got to come out there, and Geeks is out there. Learn Foundation's out there.
Yep.
One of our good friends. So.
Definitely go back to follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. But I mean, we took months to put this video together for Geeks. I hope they love it. I hope they love it. I hope everybody that was part of the program loved it, because that's all we're doing it for, just to show, hey, look what you guys did. You can go back and look what you did
Big things for
in
sure.
a good way. Look what you did. Look what you did
Yeah.
in a good way.
It was a good time.
was an
for
awesome
sure.
stuff.
But yeah, October 1. And then, of course, we got the I-70 Speedway.
I-70 Speedway. When is
5/9.
Okay.
Or what is it? 9/9.
There you go. That works.
September 9th?
September 9th.
Pick a month. It's
Yeah.
it's the 9th of a month in there somewhere.
9/9.
So that's
It's
right, next
German. It's 9/9.
All right, so yeah,
There you go.
we got a presence there.
We got that going on. We're going to be set up. We're going to be doing the music for them and everything else. So that's going to be cool.
Look for more future stuff coming up for UnKCorked.
Yeah.
We're going to show you what UnKCorked's
You know
all
what?
about.
Yeah, we got to work together and figure out what it is. How do we help you promote? Right.
Well,
And thank you so much for being a sponsor for sure.
Absolutely. I love this show. We every
That's one
year
of ya.
we do a it's right. Every year we do a neighborhood appreciation for the whole thing, and we bring in like vendors and we bring in music, and we brought in some cars last time.
Oh, nice.
We kind of did the car thing a little bit late, so we had a couple cool cars like GT3s and GTRs and
More the exotic side.
yeah, more
Notice,
the,
notice
yeah.
the cool cars
Yeah,
are
yeah.
the Porsches.
Yeah, because well,
No
you know,
Porsches,
Dave-
just Audis.
They're the cool cars.
Dave lives near me, so he
Yeah.
brought some of his cars, and then
Very good.
A couple of the other places did. But I would love to have Mod Squad out there, and
Yep.
we'll clear out a bigger area because we only had like 12. We'll clear out a bigger area and set you guys up there.
Yeah, we'd love to do that. I mean, to be honest, yeah, and then Craving Cars, all of
Craving
our
Cars would be there.
sponsors for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
But what's Mud Squad?
Never heard of them. Don't know who that is. Good name though.
Wait, you know
No, I
what?
think
Wait,
we'll-
aren't they a
You know what?
sponsor? You keep saying you don't know who they are, and they sponsor the thing. Maybe you should be nicer to your
We're a
sponsors.
secret society.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
it is what it is. but
It's under Ruck's rules.
yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of great members in Mod
There is,
Squad,
absolutely.
but they're
There
kind of
absolutely is.
hidden. It's kind of like the exotics
There
of
absolutely
KC. They're a little low key. They're not just out in front.
But both of those groups raise so much money
Yeah.
for great charities. That's why I'm
Yeah.
a part of both of them. Is because I
Yeah.
just
Well,
love that.
I do believe though, on one of your events, I'm sure we can help get some cars out there.
Yeah, definitely.
love that.
Anything we can do to promote not only your establishment but just causes, right?
It seems like a good idea to bring cars to a liquor store. It just seems like a
Yep.
what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? to
Drink
be honest.
responsibly, everybody.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink
Stay
and drive.
home.
That's
There you go.
Talking to you, Will.
Yeah, Will. Yeah.
Kitty.
That's the best part about unKCorked is that my apartment's right above it, so I never have to drive.
You don't have to drive. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
I'll bring the van. Just have to
That's
slip
hot.
over.
So, what do you have coming up? Anything big deal? I mean, we didn't even get into. I know we're running way over time, but who gives a shit? It's our show. We'll run how long we want. Throttle House.
Yeah, Throttle House.
I'm going to tell you right now the reason I bought my car because of Throttle House.
The reason I upgraded to an
So-
R7 was because of Throttle House. I'm
right.
telling you, man.
So-
I'm telling you.
Apparently-
You know what? They didn't have a Porsche because it wouldn't compete. There you
that's
go.
right.
I know Corey hates it, but it is facts are facts.
Wow, that's funny because Throttle House does like a track test thing too. Like track thing.
Yeah.
And their fastest car ever on their lap is a GT3.
No,
Porsche. What
Is
do you
it?
know?
is it?
I'd be damned.
All right. Well, let's drive two.
It was faster than a
Again,
BCA
you need a
mono.
fact checker
I know.
because this
Right.
sounds like
Write it
bullshit
down.
to me.
Write it down. Add
Because
it to the chart.
Than
They
the
test-
BCA mono.
They
and that
test
is a track-focused
Lamborghinis
cars.
and
Oh,
they
yeah.
test
Whatever.
like $1 million
Whatever.
McLarens.
GT3 RS was faster.
Yeah.
GT3 RS was faster.
I can't say it's not faster. It is a fast car.
It was faster on the track. It's a track car.
Well, of course it
tracked
is.
It's faster.
His car, my car are not track cars. Can they run track? Yes. They're not designed to be track cars. The GT3, GT4, whatever, those are track cars.
in other
which
words,
is why the
doofus,
interior is not
I'm
there,
only-
the ride's not there. They're not daily drivers.
I am only talking about their track times because they do track tests.
Great.
Track
Put them on the
test,
highway and see
Porsche
how long
was
they
the
last.
fastest. That's all I said.
They also do mountain tests, and they said the Audi
And
RS7
a
was
lot
one
of
of the
men-
best cars they ever
I
drove.
heard that.
You know what?
I heard
And-
that.
right. And they
Best
do-
in the world
Best
ever
in the world.
designed.
Yeah. ever designed.
They do a lot of messing about too. I don't know anybody else who does that.
That's right.
And
They
as a
do
matter of
do
fact,
messing about.
then why does Thomas have nothing but BMWs and James has Miatas?
Because they do a podcast and they don't make that much money.
Right? 'Cause they can't afford the.
They don't make that
can't
much
afford
money.
the Audi.
They don't make that much money, but they just put an order of a Lotus.
Yeah, fair.
Okay,
No, I
Lotus.
think those guys are doing
like.
well.
Lotus, I like. But Throttle House, love them guys.
Oh, but their
seriously.
chaser car though, that's not an Audi either. That's a Toyota.
No, they don't usually have nice things to say about the Audis, to be honest.
No, well, they do. If you looked at the comparison
no.
between the
Hold
B8
on.
to the B9, they
Yeah.
had an amazing video.
They tested
which
the
is
brand
what
new
my
Audi-
seller
They
was.
love, and they love the interiors because you get in and you press
They
on
didn't
it
give a
and-
shit about all that. It was
It's
about
about the-
interiors are great, but the sound, the motor, all that
that's what
is
you
that
get.
B8. Yeah.
That'd be, it's amazing. But
Yeah.
they just did recently. We were talking about the newest released RS3 too, and how much better that.
get into
how
it.
much of an improvement that is over the previous one. It's a fantastic car and came in last of all the ones they tested against. But hey, who's counting?
Okay, what are you talking?
Who's counting?
2023?
We're talking M3s. We're talking, it didn't do as good.
Are you talking Audi?
They called the brand new one. You know what that means? That means the
The
brand new
same
one.
V6
It just changed.
that they wanted to hype up as the
It's-
5-cylinder,
it's-
which sucks.
It's not a V6. Thank you. It's a straight 5. It's still a 5-cylinder. The RS3 is still a 5-cylinder.
All of them were the 5-cylinders because they wanted to build off the old school
Matter of
motor,
fact,
but it's
I
not
got,
the same.
I got to see one of that RS3, the brand new one. They had one at the
No.
the Ozark
Nope.
Euro,
Nope.
Ozark Euro Rally had
Nope.
one.
Get rid of the
wanna know how I know that? 'Cause
get
it's
rid
in
of the
the video.
RS3. Get rid of the RS.
No, so okay, this is a guy who loves Audi but wants to get rid of RS cars. No, they're
No,
all
no, no.
badass.
That version of it.
No, that
go to the
RS3 is
V8
awesome.
versions. That's what they were built off of.
That RS3
Other
is
than that, don't try to compensate because
That-
it's the same motor that's in an S6,
That
S5,
RS3
whatever, with a turbo
is
enhancement.
the
That's
best
it.
5-cylinder car out there.
Which
I
is
think
why
it's
they
the only
break.
5-cylinder car.
Which is why they have 5 parked around my broke down car.
That's because you're getting tuned.
That's right. I'm getting 2.
Yeah,
Not them.
you're getting engine.
There is
rebuild
also
tuned.
always an R8 sitting
You
always.
can't go into that world. That's a different
know,
world. When you
yeah.
go to the V10 world,
Hey, you know what? Thank
completely
God for
different.
Audi, because if it wasn't for Audi, chicane wouldn't be in business.
right, or
Yeah.
Lambos,
Yeah, there's always a
right,
Lambo there.
or
I'll
half
tell
the
you what,
Volkswagens
if
or
you ever
Porsches.
just wanted to go look at cool cars, you could just go up to their parking lot and just take pictures, man. It's crazy.
Look, I'm trying to buy this. Do I see it in the lot?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
much I love
yeah.
his V8 sound, because I've been in some rallies. In
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's amazing. Where mine just isn't quite there. Partially because I'm all stock. I think I have the
Yeah.
record for on their dynos being the quietest car.
Yeah.
Really?
Because they were
That's
like,
awesome.
"Oh, we didn't know you guys were running it."
Yeah.
Like,
Parts,
we were running on the
yeah.
dyno.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah,
Actually, that's
my
kinda cool.
Porsche Cayman.
Yeah,
It's been on the dyno.
I can't knock the
Because
Porsche Cayman.
we had to see
I
what it
can't.
was doing because it does have a little bit slightly different engine than what came with it. So
Yeah, yeah.
So we were curious what it was going to do.
Yeah,
so they
you
put it on the dyno,
upgraded.
and it was quiet on the dyno. It's louder on the inside of the car than it is on the outside of the car.
Well, that's why I don't want to do like downpipes or something. Living in an apartment, I want to be able to hit comfort mode and have it go almost
fuck that.
silent. No, just fuck
Nope.
it. Just
Fuck
make
it.
it as loud. Shake the
Fuck it.
windows.
I don't know what you had on your cars, but about as racy as an engine sounds for a street car.
It-
Yours
it's-
was.
Well,
it
it's-
sounds
the
awesome.
NAV8. What was yours? A 4.2?
It is a 4.2,
He
but
talks about it in the past tense.
It was.
well, it's going to be.
Hopefully it's going to be another one.
But it's the RPMs that kick it up to another notch,
it's almost
right?
like- it's
Because you
almost, what,
can't
8,000
get.
RPMs?
There's only certain cars that rev to 8,500. Even when I did my tune, I go to almost $9,000.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
88.
fucking amazing.
The motor sounds completely different
Yeah.
at that point,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, once you get past 7, it like
Yeah,
changes
but the
tone.
exhaust, my exhaust system is factory,
Oh damn. I had no idea.
self-modified.
Oh well, it's not factory. What you're trying to say? Self-modified.
Self-modified
In
factory.
other words, I took a drill,
words,
I drilled a hole
here's
in the
what
muffler.
I
What
did-
you don't know about him is that he goes to the factory and modifies them all.
That's
So
right. That's
it's-
right. That's right. I didn't buy an aftermarket system, right? Which was
So-
2-3 grand.
Okay.
I did all of my exhaust system for less than $800 to make it sound the way it does.
Well,
You know, it's a Resolute X pipe,
you know what? Don't change it because
but then I ported it.
by putting an
'Cause I'm
aftermarket
a-
exhaust, you're not
I'm a
really gonna
sound
gain
guy.
horsepower anyways. So
I'm a sound guy.
Oh,
I'm used to speakers. I'm used to porting, and that's what I did. I just tapped in before
and he had to do the exhaust.
the
to make his
exhaust, but
car louder because
everything
he can't hear.
is exhaust. But it sounds amazing.
does
But
sound
it's
good.
unique.
It does sound
It's
good.
unique. You can't buy it off the shelf. I'll sell it for $2,000.
Or just modify someone
Yeah, I
else.
just
for
gave up all the.
Man,
I just gave up
man,
everything.
Brad-
But there's certain
Brad from
angles
Chicane
you
is
got
gonna
to
look at that exhaust.
I
and go,
know.
What is he doing
he's
here?
like,
What is this crap?
yeah, but it sounds great. There
No, it
you go.
does sound good. Okay.
But
He's
it is.
porting my
There
exhaust.
you go. I'm a sound engineer.
I'm excited
Yeah.
well, your car is going to start getting worked on here soon. Yeah.
Even Brad's excited because
I mean-
he wants it out of his fucking lot.
I'm sure he does. He wants to actually look at people like, oh, you're actually
Yeah.
doing work here, right? You're
Yeah.
not just storing cars. I'm excited to take a little bit more of a ride in your RS7. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm
We should
excited to
do that
more
before
with
it gets too
unKCorked.
cold, too.
What are you doing next couple days?
It's better cold.
That was your Saturday.
Yeah, but you don't want to get before it.
Okay,
Speaking
I
is
wanna-
my
it's-
anniversary.
You know what? It's an Audi all-wheel drive. He'll be sitting at home while it snows. We'll be
We'll be
driving.
driving.
There you go.
Do we have anything going on this weekend, Chris?
Nothing. You know what I'm
It's my
doing?
anniversary.
Oh, well, happy anniversary. I just celebrated mine, 30 years with my wife.
Awesome. I'm not
Yep.
quite 30. I'm at 23, so I'm catching up.
Ah, there you go. Oh, you got any plans?
Is that
We
possible?
do. We got dinner tomorrow night, and then my wife has. She told me to take a half day. She has something planned. Has not told me what it is yet.
For tomorrow?
Mm.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
Saturday.
that is.
Saturday.
For Saturday.
There you go. Well, good job.
That's gonna. That's
Well, I
gonna,
hope it's that.
Hold on. That's gonna hinder my plans. Could you tell her to cancel? Reschedule?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Yeah, we had
hon,
other plans.
hon, I'm sorry. I'm going to go
That's-
hang out with the guys in some cars
Yeah.
instead.
That's really not gonna work out for me,
yeah,
Dave.
whatever tickets you bought, I just give them away. It's fine.
That's right. Forget us.
Forget us.
She can
Corey
take-
wants
she
to
can
drive a
take Chris.
Porsche
Yeah.
somewhere. Who knows why?
She can take
but
Chris.
there you go.
No, we're looking for.
And we need to find a 2022 Porsche before we do this. Right?
Greaserama.
You
is
know
going on
what?
this
He
weekend.
can't find one because nobody owns them.
Greaserama.
They're all buying Audis.
They're all buying Audis.
They
Yeah,
are.
you're on a 6-year wait
That's
list
why
at
you-
Aristocrat.
there
right
you
now.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry, but Porsche
I know.
holds way
I
more
know,
value
Corey.
than your Audi.
You do your thing. You got it.
Now he wants to talk about
That's
cost.
I know.
That's why.
I
That's
know.
why I didn't
There you
want to
go.
buy a 9 or couldn't buy a 911 because the value went up faster than my savings account. The prices kept going up on them, so I had to stick with the Cayman. But I love it. I love it. No, anyways, I just got a little bit of feedback. Greaserama, if you guys don't understand what
Yep.
Greaserama, that is going on this weekend. So if you guys can make it to Greaserama, or anybody for that matter, that's it. That's what's going on.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, not a lot this weekend.
I don't know what's
Obviously,
going on.
Nolan
Well,
Road
we got-
with
I
our
got
good
other
friends
things
Craig
going on
and
this weekend, so,
Sean.
and
So-
it has to do with some filming and some video and all that stuff. So
It is a holiday
To
weekend.
check out a little bit more on Ozark Euro Rally that we did last. I'm sorry.
You did a great job
I
on
did
that,
last
by
weekend.
the way.
That has been posted. It is out there, everybody, to view with your eyeballs.
Yep.
And Chris, I'm glad you had a good time on your thing.
We did.
Glad you're just having a good time.
I'm just happy.
And
He's just-
I want to thank you to all the sponsors out there.
he's an
once
Audi
again.
owner. He's always happy.
Overcome everybody, which I'm trying to overcome the idiocy.
Yeah,
of
big
this guy
shout out to
over here.
Jason them, and thanks
Thank you,
to
We Are
Jason
Warriors.
for being there.
Thank you, RICHLINE Motorsports.
Yep.
Thank you,
RICHLINE.
Timely Delivery Service. RICHLINE. I feel like we're still forgetting
And
something.
unKCorked.
Thanks to the chat for all the nice things and questions about
Yeah,
unKCorked.
Yeah.
That's great.
Absolutely.
I mean, we did
thank
like
you,
a
Kids
20-minute
Cars.
session on some not
Thank-
cars, and they were still
Thank
talking.
you, thank
That's
you
right.
to the running gag of I don't know what
You know,
Mod
it kind of
Squad
runs
is.
together, though. It does kind of run together.
And of course, thank you to our guests and one of our sponsors, of course, unKCorked Wine and Spirits. We
That's
really
right.
appreciate you coming in today.
You know, we'd love to
Thanks,
do
guys.
something at your place if we can get out there.
You know, our place is gorgeous. It has a great background,
Come check it
but
out.
it's
Say-
all
tell
concrete,
tell
so the
everybody where
sound
it's
is
at.
pretty bad.
Tell
you know,
everybody-
We'll do
we
it
love
outside.
concrete.
All right.
Tell everybody where it's at once again.
69 Highway and College Boulevard in the Apex.
There you go. It's the. It has a sign that says unKCorked Wine and Spirits. If you didn't,
And you probably could like Google it.
it's very possible. unKCorked does have a K in there, by the way.
It
they,
does.
They,
Yeah, it's unKCorked.
Casey Orked.
yeah.
There's got to be a better way to pronounce it. Than
How
Yeah,
about-
I don't know
about-
what you're
it's
doing
Unk-
with it,
Unk-
but that
It's
works.
unKCorked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my name is Dave. I spell it Tom. That's that kind of thing.
Oh, well. People used to call me.
It's funny.
People used to call me Al. It's short for Corey.
Right?
Anyways,
Anyway.
thanks everybody. Appreciate you guys. We run a little long today. Appreciate all you still
Well, that's what
sticking
we
with
do.
us.
Because we don't give a shit.
We love it. We will be wherever we're going to be this weekend, and
Nowhere.
hopefully, you know what? Just for that, I'm going to shoot a live video this weekend.
Yeah, go
Just
wherever
let-
you're going.
Just let people know where I'm at.
I-70, check us out there
Yep.
for sure.
We got some more about that. We
Chicane
might talk about
open
that.
house.
Yep.
Got to go there
Yep.
for sure. So that takes us into mid-October.
We got some other things going on. But
Or
you know
September.
what? Guess what? If you
Yeah,
want to know
well,
what that's going
September.
on, you got to tune in next week. Same
No.
Craving Cars live channel, same Craving Cars live time. And I'm not going to tell you the guest because you'll figure that out for yourself when you come in live and watch the show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I think we're signing out for the night. I'm
We
Corey
are.
Pratt.
I'm Chris Ruck.
And to remember, all you cravers out there,
Okay, wait. Let's do it. Let's do it again. He
What do you got?
I
screwed
didn't
up.
know. I didn't know I was supposed
He
to point.
screwed up.
that's I hate to say it, guys. That's
I mean,
let's do it again.
That's Chris's
With the
line.
All right, let's ready
Okay.
break.
Nope,
Let's go.
That's Chris's line. Finish it up, buddy.
On the
was
board,
waiting for our
there's,
guest
to
there's
do
no
it.
note that says I'm
Guests
supposed
don't
to
do
do
it.
that,
That's
right? Yeah,
Chris's
guests
line.
don't do it, right?
That's Chris's
Yeah.
line. Right there.
We can do it again. Here,
All right, let's
I'll
do
do
it
it
again.
now. Yeah.
No, you done screwed up, Chris. Finish it. What do we got? What do we got to do?
For all you cravers out there,
What do we got to do?
You got a point.
What do we got to do?
You gotta tell us.
you gotta close it.
What do you got to do? What do we got? What do we got to do?
No, start over
You
again.
gotta
Start over.
keep craving.
Keep craving. All right. I think
do
I
a
got
Slim
it now.
Jim.
I think I'm gonna screw this up.